getting notifications.
Because I love you, CJ.
Yeah, he's been
I
DM you, please respond.
The fuck?
Hey guys, hello stream. Anybody watching? Thank you guys for checking out our campaign session today. I am echoing back at me because I'm an idiot and didn't mute the stream.
Nice, Rick.
Same.
Professional streamers right here. Sorry, guys.
Professional.
Yeah. So anybody who's watching, thank you for checking in. This is our Saturday night campaign here. It's a homebrew sandbrew sandbox sandbrew.
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 That's
All right.
Right.
Can that be our like brand of alcohol when we get famous? Sandbrew.
We could be Sandbrew.
Oh yeah, that'll really sell.
Oh, we could be the Sand Brewers.
It's Sandbrew. It is really, really gritty beer.
Oh, that sounds worse than normal beer.
Yeah, normal beer is like awful, but
So the current name of the campaign, Linnunrata, the Path of the Birds, takes place in the shining south of Faerun, the Forgotten Realms of D&D. This is our parties. We'll have everybody quickly introduce themselves as you get to know them. And then let's go ahead and do that real quick. We'll just have everybody kind of introduce themselves. So let's start top left. I think it's this way.
nope, other way.
Other way? Okay, it's
Yeah,
mirrored.
Nicely done.
Yeah, it's this way.
All right, yeah, CJ over there. Okay, so I have to remember.
So I'm CJ and I play Medi, the Warforged Cleric.
Very good. Claire.
Hello. I'm Claire. I play Damalia Krinatanos, the Tiefling archer, who's also a pirate.
Then this one's easy, right above me. Guy.
Yep. So I'm Guy. I play Vinny or Vintash, and I am the fighter brute, a human fighter brute. Whatever
Also
that means.
brutalizes
Right?
small animals.
Okay, real quick.
Devin. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, CJ.
I was watching Moana the other day, and when fucking Maui takes two of the coconut people and just smashes them together, all I could think was fucking
Bro.
Vintage.
Oh my god.
Next, Devin. Over
Yo,
there.
what's
That is
up?
nowhere
I don't know
close to
why I'm here. I just kind of
No, Devin's up here.
Discord. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll
Yours
find. This is
different.
gonna be a fucking adventure for me too, chat.
Introduce your character, Howard.
Devin, the other Devin, are you able to speak? I'll take this now. So we have one of our other players, also named Devin, but with an I. She'll be joining us shortly, hopefully. Then next is going to be, I think, this way to Ian.
I'm Ian. I'm the sex appeal. I play Jackson.
The other
You play
pirate.
yourself?
I really thought you were just gonna end it at I'm Ian.
That's it. Show's over. Goodbye.
We got Sean over here.
Howdy, I'm Sean. I play Lincoln, our good boy.
Very good.
What a good boy.
Excuse you, how dare you take away good boy
Am
from
I
me?
allowed to say that on Twitch? Are we gonna get
What,
banned?
good boy?
No, what I
I
said.
mean, like, we're not saying it in a weird way, but
What? That you're the sex appeal? No, we should be able to say that on Twitch.
No, we can.
It's like one way to find out. and that's
There
if
are
all
some
of us
very
say it
specific
17
words you're not allowed to
times.
say. I'll just say that.
All
Okay.
right.
Yo, give us a list real quick, CJ. Just run them all
All right,
down.
so you can't-
I'll punch you in your stupid face.
So, a couple of quick announcements as far as that goes. On our YouTube channel, the Adventurers League YouTube channel, which is this channel that, the Adventurers League is a Discord community and for Adventurers League games. So check us out. The links and everything are in the below here in the Twitch. There'll also be, but we have our YouTube channel, and we recently uploaded the first two sessions for this campaign over on the YouTube channel. So check the descriptions down below for the link there. First session, we're still, like I said, professional streamers. So the video had some issues about 3/4 of the way in, but the audio continues, so you can still listen along with what's going on. Second video looks like the audio came through and the video worked out perfectly. We seem to be a lot better. So we're doing better. And Sean was not also quiet as a mouse on the second stream. We adjusted his audio, so
I
hopefully
can
let me know
stream
if
if you want me
anybody's
to.
audio's off. We'll continue adjusting and trying to get better at this as we go. And so let's see a quick recap of whatever what happened last session and get you all caught up. So our group of adventurers, for various reasons, were on a ship called the Sweet Molly. Was heading back to after a long trip, heading back to Halrua. The city of Halagard was their destination. And while on their way back, they were attacked by pirates. One of them was we had Claire was as Damalia was on one of the pirates as a pirate herself. And then another pirate ship attacked during that battle, and Ian was totally not part of that crew, or I should say Jackson's character.
What are you on about?
He's totally not part of them. But during the attacks, the Sweet Molly, their ship was sunk. They managed to swim to a nearby island. As they got to the island, they and Medi arriving a little bit later after having to, as a Warforged, drop to the bottom of the ocean and then walk his way to the island since he couldn't swim. They started to explore the island a bit. They found out that crabs are really dangerous, and so are bushes. While on the island, they did a little bit of exploring. They managed to make a camp. While there, you guys chose Lincoln, Sean's character here, to be the leader, or at least the one to make decisions here.
That was a choice.
Medi cooked crabs. Hunter Wilder started making hammocks. Vintash and Lincoln went after the other supplies. And Jackson and Damalia went off to explore the island, meanwhile being suspicious of each other the whole time. You guys managed to finally get in a long rest. And during that rest, you heard shrieking sounds come from a side of the island. And upon exploring, you found what appeared to be a secret cave there, and there were some fungus, some like mushrooms that were making these shrieking sounds. You guys decided you wanted to finish your rest to make sure you were ready to go exploring in there, and find out whoever what disturbed these things or what caused it, what was down there. Meanwhile, after you finished your rest, Jackson got a friendly visit from a treant that happened to be on the island that he was leaning up against. After speaking a bit with the Grandalder and being told that the island was called the Glowing Lady, and that it seemed to be a spot that people would visit on occasion, but it has been a while since you spoke with anybody. Upon investigating the caves, you found what appeared to be a stash point for pirates, although looks like it has been a while since the last ones were here. You also found a hole that led deeper down into the earth, and upon going through it, you guys came across some cockatrice. These birds, and that were, when they bite you, could turn you to stone, as you find a bunch of petrified statues here. After fighting them and killing off their brood that was with them in rather particular ways, that is where we find ourselves at the moment, as you guys have just finished dealing with these cockatrice that are here. So that is where we pick up. As you guys see what appears to be a portal that is malfunctioning, as one of the crystals are nearby is firing off lightning at anything that comes nearby it.
Careful around that gem. She's got a sharp bite.
Is that all of them?
Think
I
so.
believe so. Is everyone okay?
I've seen
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, mostly.
Yep. I pick up my shield and I put it on my back.
Hey, good job. He'll look at Vintash as he just slowly raises an eyebrow. Good job back there.
It's
It was a stunning display.
It got us out of the mist, didn't it? It helped
did.
get us out of the mist.
It worked.
It did. It worked.
You see him all of a sudden get to his go to one of the cockatrice's beak, opens it up, and tries to use his shield to look at any points where he could find what's causing the petrification.
I'm not
Give me
looking. I'm not looking.
give
I'm
me
going
a
to help.
sleight of hand check as you do so.
Okay.
You say you're using your shield to do this?
I'm using my shield to help light up the beak.
To help pry open the
Oh.
beak, right?
Okay.
You've got a shield
By the
is
way,
good.
yeah, I'm going to use guidance on this. Sleight of hands. I'm not good at that. Come on, Vintash. Ooh, no.
Oh.
Jesus.
Hey.
Drop.
Exactly what I was hoping would happen.
Just beats the fucking thing's skull.
Trying to look into the beak of one of these cockatrice. You managed to prick yourself on it, and I need you to give me a Constitution save, which I.
Oh no.
That's a 10.
I think
CJ.
that passes.
You see, Vintash, you suddenly feel your legs start to stiffen up, and you are. CJ, I think you might be muted. Is what
Oh
we're
fuck,
hearing.
I am muted.
Okay. Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
I think
So,
it was an 11.
yeah, you suddenly feel your lower half suddenly goes immobile. You aren't able to move your legs, and you feel yourself starting to become petrified.
Oh,
What
Sin,
do
I
you
was really
do?
hoping you were gonna have it so he tries to rip the beak open, but he just rips it in half and on accident instead.
Okay, well, that's exactly what I was looking for. And I take a vial off and I try to get one like the fangs or something and try to snap it off.
Bit stiff, are we? I could
Okay.
help.
Are you
If you-
okay?
Yeah, I mean my lower half is down, but this could be good. This could be something useful for me. You know, purely academics, but I could
Well,
use this.
Preferably if you
I'm
don't
sure
turn
Damalia
to
can help
stone
you with
looking
that.
for it.
Yeah, well,
I
D, give
don't
me
have.
Vinny, go ahead and
Sorry,
give me
oh.
another Constitution save. As
I don't have
that's
the
about
means
6
to
seconds.
cure
until
you if you
can
turn
do
to
another-
stone.
there you go.
God.
All right, you managed
thank
to
God.
after a bit, you managed to struggle and shrug it off as you.
That would have been
regain-
such a funny first character death.
I would have fucking loved
Funny
that.
and tragic.
So
I think it would have been super fitting
Absolutely.
because he murdered, he like crushed tiny babies in his hands. It would have been fucking great.
No, he
Oh.
crushed them with each other.
Didn't he just grab one and crush it and it popped?
Accidentally though. He meant to hit it.
he meant to hit it,
Yeah, but he crushed one in his hand. It doesn't matter how he fucking killed him. He
Turned
beat
into
them
some
with
mashed
their own
potatoes.
brothers.
All
Hey,
right.
now we
well,
got mincemeat.
I think we shouldn't play around with their corpses.
Wait, did you say now
No.
we have its
Still
meat?
pack a
It's
punch.
paste.
Yeah, mincemeat.
The little ones they're mostly paste at this point. But the you do see that you do remember that one of the things last time that you heard as you first came into this was you heard what sounded like a voice coming from off to the side.
Right, there was a
Wait.
woman screaming.
Yes. Did the voice continue further down the tunnel, or did it originate from here-ish? Say.
You guys were in this room, and
Over here.
it seemed to come from this direction, where
Okay.
where the last two cockatrices came from.
Well,
I'm gonna
no
start
time to
heading over
dally.
there.
Yes. We should find her, if possible.
Uh-oh.
What do you
Oh
mean?
no! Oh
I
no!
don't like this. Oh
Dev-
no.
What's going
What do
on?
you
What's going
mean?
on?
What do you mean? Uh-oh.
Are you all right?
Oh.
Hey, Vintash. We
Yeah?
got your specialty over here.
So as you guys come around,
I start cracking my knuckles.
Some late scrambled eggs.
oh boy! So as you come around the corner there, and let me move the stream view over so they can see here.
So they're worth 100 XP a pop, right?
100? No,
Depends,
we're
actually.
thousands because we're killing babies.
Okay, so as you come around,
It's like if we kill them, we get like a ton of experience, but we lose our like morals.
yeah. So as you guys come around here, you see what appears to be a bubbling pool of hot mud fills the small cavern with humidity. Piles of cockatrice eggs lie along the edge of the cave, and you see and you see what appears to be a bunch of cockatrice hatchlings milling about in the ground here. You also see in the back of the cave here what appears to be a statue of a dwarf against the far wall.
Isn't this a
All
predicament?
right, let's get to smashing.
Why?
I mean, do you have a way to
I don't
burn?
particularly want to smash the eggs.
Your sensitivities, or your delicacies, I should say, Medi, are quite adorable.
I
However,
mean,
these
he's not
will
wrong.
grow into they will grow into big bad birds that will continue to make stone statues out of people. And
I mean,
unless you want to make that a business,
I mean, Damalia, let's look at it this way. Eggs equals scrambled eggs. It's breakfast.
Surely these eggs are fertilized.
They've hatched, by the way.
Oh,
The little hatchlings are around. They're like just milling about. They're not in the egg.
okay, never mind. If that's the case.
I don't think that's healthy to eat, let alone the amount of protein that would be involved.
They are still monsters. I think it would be safer to deal with them now than later.
Unless you can personally guarantee every single one of them won't attack anybody given the chance, then we're killing them.
We start a daycare service.
We'll teach them the ways of the world.
It's like Parthenox. We raise them to overcome their evil nature and be friendly.
Jackson's just going to draw his rapier and start walking forward, unless anyone objects.
Oh,
Hey
Bob
Jackson,
Sparrow.
hold up. What if we just take like one of them, right, and we raise that ones to be like good with us, and then we, save at least one of them.
I hate to be critical, but are you serious? Do you think a cockatrice will be able to survive our trip off the island?
I mean, maybe, depending on how Weeze gets off.
Well,
If we're using one of those boats, a baby cockatrice could easily fit in it.
I'm sure we could try and figure out a way to care for it on the island. We're doing deep
In academic sense, I've heard about this. This could happen. This could work out. Purely academics, but it'd be interesting to see.
Look, so worst case scenarios, we gotta kill its later instead of killing it now. Best case scenarios, we have a cockatrice to help with the bushes.
So Jackson and Vintash, as you guys are there, you see, and let me, I'm just going to do this again for this sake of making sure you guys know what you're doing. You see these little guys wandering around there in the chat.
They are cute.
Medi's gonna walk up and he's gonna get down on his he's gonna hunch over and do come here.
Yeah.
Come here.
So you see, they kind of chirp, chirp, chirp as they starting to kind of hop towards you, and they look like they're looking at you curiously.
I try and lure one over and try and pick it up.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
All right. Hey.
Nice.
You are able to pick it up.
I try and hold its beak shut so it can't bite us, and I go and I walk out.
Okay,
you happy now?
You see it struggling against you as you got it.
I won't take any part in killing him, but I'll keep this one safe for now.
Is that?
No out here around the corner.
Well,
all right then. I'm gonna get to the stabbing.
Okay, we will. We'll say that for this
fast forward that part.
Yeah.
Good.
Roll for individual baby bird stabbing.
Yeah, no, make them roll for every attack. Make them feel the pain of killing baby animals.
Describe every time you swing.
I don't give a fuck. They're monstrosities. They turn people to stone.
Look at them. Look at how cute they are.
You guys are able to go through, and you quickly put them out of their misery. Also, hi, Devin.
I just hear the crushing of
starts
bone.
doing wrestling moves on the baby bird.
So, as you guys quickly make it doesn't take you long to make short work of them. And let me see. There's one that is with Medi. Where'd you go, Medi? You're out.
I ran around the corner, so I couldn't see them.
Okay, let me give you one of these guys that's with you. So
I assume they can. I'm gonna try and wrap a bit of rope or something around their beak, as a sort of muzzle. They can't bite.
Okay.
Well, they make sure they can still breathe and everything, but
yeah, you can still
they're
breathe.
birds. They don't have to breathe through their mouth.
Yeah. So Yeah, if you have a piece of string or something, you're able to do it. It doesn't have very much string.
I was like, fray a bit of a rope and like cut it off or something and wrap it around it.
Damalia, give me a perception check.
Good boy. Okay.
We took one of the babies. Now Mama's mad.
History has told me that I'm great at
Mama's
these.
dead.
Mama is dead. Mama's not coming home.
There might be another mama. There were like 3 mamas so far. Oh wait, we killed the mamas. Where's Daddy?
You hear from the north of where you are. You hear some rushing water above from the above. As far as that goes. Lincoln and Vintash, give me a perception check.
I'm supposedly good at these.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Okay.
The guidance is don't count the plus 4.
We have a
Okay.
straight going on. Does that give us a bonus?
Do we all get like 30
So,
experience?
Lincoln,
Well, it
you
depends
will
on what the
recognize
river is.
that the dwarf statue looks very much like one of the pirates that you were fighting.
Unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
I
Looks
think
like
I
they
know
may
where
have-
the screen came from.
Well, but the 11.
You counted 13 dead baby chickens.
Okay. So we got
You
chickens.
come around the corner, you just see Medi petting like the top of the chicken, or the fucking not chicken, the cockatrice's head.
Wilder, what are you up to right now? You seem to be hanging out in the middle of the room there.
He is trying to figure out what to do about this gate thing that we have over here.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check to see if you are able to what you're able to figure out about it.
And I did mention what the gate was before.
Oh damn!
It's not 20.
Oh wow. Okay.
Only
So
green numbers.
We're rolling good on the important checks. The one to figure out the gate and the one to pick up the bird.
So it does appear to be it does appear to be a broken portal, so you don't think that it works at the moment. But from what you can guess of the nature of things around it and what you see, it does appear to be a portal to the Feywild.
So do I guess that that's probably where the cockatrice came from? Or was the
You're not sure as far as that goes if that's where they came from, but it probably warped them a bit. So, like their abilities, give me a nature check, just as far as did you already do that as far as for the cockatrice?
I feel like I did one, but I could do another one.
You're a little quiet, by the way. I don't know if is.
Oh.
So
Actually,
one
I've
of the
just
things
been
you'll
lately,
know
no
about the
difference.
cockatrice is that they don't normally have the ability to teleport, just poof, poof, around like they were doing. So you think that maybe part of the Feywild might have some of the energy might have escaped and
Oh
kind of
no,
changed.
we have a
into bit.
teleporting chicken.
Oh,
I mean, the
dear.
cockatrice
Probably-
did teleport frequently.
It did.
So Huntar, as you start to move to the north there, you see that there appears to be a narrow waterfall that flows down from the upper reaches of this 20-foot high cavern into a 20-foot deep sinkhole into the floor. You see there appears to be a single cockatrice hatchling that wanders around there.
All right, Huntar will approach the waterfall.
I'll get his back.
Stick his finger under it and then taste to see if it's salt water or fresh water, and
Okay.
then move over towards the cockatrice.
It does appear to be salt water.
Okay.
The
Alright,
cockatrice
so
kind of looks at you curiously, and it kind of hops over towards you and tries to nibble on your foot.
They really are everywhere.
I thought you were gonna say the cockatrice just wanders off the cliff and falls. Is that what
that
it's doing?
hits.
That's precious.
Okay. You take a piercing damage, and I need you to give me a Constitution save.
All right.
That one,
As
that
this
one,
little
that one.
cockatrice walks over, just boop,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
that is a save.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a
Uh,
chicken. It's a chicken. That's why.
Huntar
the
will
baby.
reach down and try to just like grab it by the scuff and pick it up.
Yeah, you're easily able to do that.
All right. What do you
guys-
think you're doing, little guy?
Yeets it into the waterfall.
You
Forget
guys
No,
you,
are-
little guy.
He'll just hold him like that and just kind of walk around with him until he
Okay.
seems to calm down a
Have
little
him out like this, just in front of you, like, we're going
Yeah.
on a walk, buddy.
bit.
Give me a perception check. Those of you in that room up there.
Sure thing.
I don't wanna.
Don't
Okay,
count
well, you
the
don't
plus
have to.
four.
Lincoln didn't want
Finally!
to.
Very good. Also, not my Vintash. Don't forget to switch over to your Damalia on the chat there.
Yep,
God,
I just
I-
looked
I-
over. Sorry.
I forgot. I'm
No,
still
no,
Giga
no.
Chad.
So you see that the water flows down and it goes down about 20 feet or so. But there seems to be it seems to be flowing in this direction.
Huh.
Like it continues under there appears to be the water is carved through a bit of the earth there. You don't know, you have no idea where it goes or whatever, but
Isn't that interesting? Gentlemen, I believe there's a river flowing down here. This might be a good way for us to escape.
We could also use those boats we found and just take the ocean out.
Well, weren't we
Yeah.
down here to get rid of the corruption or something? That the
If I had to
Yeah,
guess,
it's
I
for
would say
the
corruption
treant.
is from the portal.
Right.
If I had to make a guess, I'd say the portal's probably causing most of the
Yeah.
corruption.
I don't think it's the cockatrice. I think it's something like that.
Well,
Then
they're
what do you suppose we
monsters,
do
so I
about a
mean,
portal?
The portal did, corrupt the cockatrice. They're not supposed to teleport like that.
so how do we go about destroying it?
I don't know.
Could
And
go up and try
smash
and
those
bash the other
crystals?
crystal. Yeah.
Yes, there's
Or we
crystals.
can somehow try and repair the other crystal. I don't know how we'd be able to do that though.
I
You
can't say
want to
I'm
get
too skilled
shot?
in that.
Oh, I know how to do it. It's magic.
Oh,
Do you know how? Why did
yes.
you?
then
as you are coming back into this room, you're going to see one of the statues you see suddenly starts moving, and you look over and they quickly take shape back into a person as you see what appears to be an elf over here suddenly kind of he just that was frozen in place of oh god, where's the birds?
Oh,
Then looking
cool.
around
It's
and
not
sees you
Hey.
guys.
permanent.
Oh, it's not permanent.
Easy there.
Who are all of you? What are you guys doing?
I
Where am
believe
who are you?
we have the bigger numbers. We have rights to ask your name.
We're the ones that took care of the birds, I'm sure.
I want
So
your
you
name
are-
and your
Light
ship.
us.
He starts to look around and he sees, "Are you the ones that did this?" And he points to the dead cockatrice.
We're the ones who
They're
killed
same.
them, yes.
Well, oh God.
Name and
He
ship.
kind of seems to calm a bit. It's like, oh,
You gotta give the man a second. He just came back from being frozen.
yeah. He says, quick, what, how long have I been down here?
Name and
did-
ship. How are
when
we
did you
supposed
come
to
down?
know?
He's like, I name and ship.
I don't think they
It's
were
an
part
island. You
of-
had to have gotten here from a ship.
I was I forget which ship it was. That was I don't know. I hired some ship to get here.
Have
My
you met
name
the
is-
treant upstairs?
Treants? He looks
Alright then.
very confused.
Hired
What-
some
What
ship.
what day and year and everything did you sail out on? Do you remember?
Like I believe it was hmm, it was 1518 was the year.
What year is it?
It's 1520 DR.
Oh,
Ah.
sweetheart. You've been down here 2 years. No wonder you're all fuzzy mad.
He says 2 years. I've been down here 2 years.
Yep. Seems like it.
He starts laughing and he's like, "Well, I guess that would do it. He's going to say,
Surprised, I wouldn't have expected you to be so welcoming of that fact.
he says, well, and he kind of takes a step forward. He says, and he kind of puts his hand out as Vintash is the closest there, and he kind of says, the name's Dawson the Grey Hunter.
I would
He's
not
like,
shake that hand.
Dawson the Grey Hunter. Have I heard that name before?
Probably not.
Okay.
Hey,
Vintash.
Dawson, you know anything about this creek down here?
He's like, no, and you are real quick.
Yeah, he's about to say like Vintash, Vintash Delorin.
And
Nice
then
to
he
meet
points
you.
to Hunter.
Name's Huntar.
No, I didn't get a chance to really explore. I came to this island. I'd heard from some, you could say less than savory types that this was a good island to hide out on for a little while. Till things blew over if you needed to get away. There were some supplies upstairs. I hope you brought supplies if it's been 2 years. And I came down here and to see what was going on, and found this portal, and he points to that, and he says, while I was looking at it, something just poofed behind me and bit me.
Yes, that would be what the cockatrice.
We'll look around the other statues. And you don't seem to be the only one, friend. Did you know any of these people?
He looks around. No, that was a weird thing. Some of the he's going to point over to the statues. He's going to say, "Oh, I'm on the wrong layer." He's going to point to this one over here, and he's going to say, "That one's new. That one wasn't here when I came. This one and this one were here." And he points to a couple of the other ones. Those are new, I think.
Can I go up and try and figure out why he would have came out of the petrification? The others haven't.
I would say Wilder, as you're seeing this, it's coming back to you that the cockatrice, the petrification is temporary. It only lasts about 24 hours.
24
How is he down here for 2 years?
Cockatrice poison or petrification only lasts 24 hours, so I don't know about that 2 years thing.
He's like, you trust me. And so I didn't know how long I'd been down here, but that means that oh God, I'd lost count. I'd woken up 700 times, maybe, if it's been 2 years.
700.
Every 24 hours, you wake up, and those things, they bite you again. He says, and he points to some of the ones that are broken. Sometimes they don't wait the 24 hours.
Huh.
I feel like you could have gotten out somehow.
Says, trust me, it was hell.
Sure.
Yes, trust a strange man who calls
Maybe we
himself
should go
Dawson
and
the Grey Hunter.
grab that dwarf lady from
I've made
the.
worse decisions.
We should go grab that dwarf lady so nothing happens to her and she can be back in a day.
Yeah, as
Well,
you
we
look around, there appears to be whoever. Vintash, stop it.
Sorry, I thought that was not on yours.
No, I can see it.
Why?
Well,
Because
everybody else might not have, but I can see it. So,
oh, I could see it too.
So yes, stop it.
But why? Because we could go back and just.
So
Why not save them?
You see this statue? It looks whole still. This statue looks whole. This statue looks whole, and the one that was in there.
In the other room?
And also this one. You see this statue.
So we go and try and gather them together. So.
Hold on.
Let's get our bearings first, and then we can move the statues together.
I also
Let's try
have a
and-
proposition about those statues. Did somebody mention that we knew some of these people?
No one mentioned that.
Then I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean,
that dwarf was a pirate on one of the ships. I fought
Yes,
her
she
for
was.
half a second before they started sinking us.
She was the one who screamed.
How do
You're
you
probably
know that?
remembering the last time this
I'm a
scream
pirate,
sounded
love.
familiar to
I've heard
Damalia.
the screams.
I mean, we could go look around, see if there's any more cockatrice around here, but if there's not, there's no danger of just leaving them here.
It's like you guys have a way off the island, right?
Something like that.
We're
Sort
working
of.
on it.
Debatable.
No, we don't.
We just got here yesterday.
We found a bunch of boats.
He
I
looks at one of you guys like, and he hears Medi and like, yeah, all right, I see. Well, whatever. As long as we get off out of here, I think 2 years is long enough. I can head back to wherever I need to go.
I'm sure
Before
you
we
could.
helped you off the island, what exactly was you hiding out from?
Operation Open This Without a Bottle Opener did not work. Oh, fuck. So I'll be
You're right.
right back.
He's like, sometimes you do stuff the uppity ups don't like it. They don't take kindly to.
Yeah, I guess why someone would hide out, but why are you hiding out?
Why are all of you here?
We got
Yes.
shipwrecked.
Well, he's like, I think it's best if I just keep that to myself. Hiding out generally doesn't mean
Then
telling
perhaps we
everybody why you're
should keep
heading out.
our ways on or off the island to ourselves.
Yeah.
Huntar will walk up with Chuck in hand and kind of put it towards his face. Yeah, and it
Chuck.
seems best I keep this to myself.
I get close to him too. He can see Medi's holding one.
Yeah, he's. Oh, What are you guys the owners of these things? Are you the responsible for this?
And I walk over to the ones I smashed, and I start picking them up in one hand.
We don't
If we were
own
responsible
them,
for him,
but
he
it's
wouldn't have crushed their
possible we could
baby
be-
heads with his hand.
He's like, look, it doesn't matter. It was 2 years ago, and it doesn't really matter. Just look, I ain't got no beef with you guys. Just look, I just want to get out of here, man.
I totally understand that, but we also have no reason to trust you.
You're-
I would like to
You're
say-
obviously out here for some reason, and if you don't want to share it with us, it's not
I
really.
would like to say we have. It doesn't matter if we trust him or not, unless any of you plan on killing him. He is irrelevant to us. Let him do what he wants.
Yeah, listen to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, if all these little, well, you better be careful with those two little ones. If they bite you, you'll end up like I just was.
Oh, they're little babies. If anything, we get turned into stone for a day. It's fine.
He kind of
That
looks at you.
is-
He's like, as if it's fine. He's like, it's not.
Well, the thing is, you were surrounded by swarms of them. This is a single one. I doubt it can do that much damage.
He just,
Anyway,
like,
this is small
Also,
potatoes.
I can't move the other cockatrice.
Indeed.
He's
Just sitting there in
walking around.
purgatory.
he's like,
Yes.
the way how you still over this way?
Maybe.
We found a couple potential ways out.
He's like, all right, then. Well, I'll see you up top, I guess.
Do you want a tour? Okay.
Farewell, puppet. All right, back to the bigger issue at hand.
You see, he is an elf. He appears to be just fine walking around.
Dude, Lincoln just assumes everyone's blind as shit.
Tut, Lincoln. We
Lincoln's
know what they
never
say about
heard of dark
assuming.
vision.
Lincoln doesn't know what the fuck that is. It's dark out, you get a
Honestly,
torch.
I don't think Medi would either. I don't think Medi knows that people can see in the dark.
Back to the issue at hand. What do we do about the gateway to the hills over here?
Can I
Uh,
look at the crystal and see if there's
throwing
any?
something
If
through
I can
it.
try and figure a way that we could fix it or something.
if we could get closer to it without putting ourselves in danger, it would be a lot
Yeah.
easier to analyze.
What if we takes one of these statues and uses it as a shield?
You can still arch around it. To us.
Considering that some of these people will come back to life and not be petrified anymore in 24 hours or so, I
Well,
rather
there-
would not do that.
There are
We could
some
take one of the broken
statues
ones
that
then.
probably won't come back to life.
Some of them are old. You could probably use this ones without any more
Yeah, like
repercussions.
that
Maybe-
guy's over there missing the arm, and he
Maybe we
points towards
can
this
do
one.
some sort of. Maybe chuck something metal in the ground next to it to try and attract the lightning coming off of it.
Are there any
like,
extra like rusty old weapons from these people on the ground anywhere?
There's like a spear or something.
Like a sword
while
or a spear or whatever?
while they're talking, Wilder just conjures up his mage hand and then just kind of like waves it in front of the group.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Well, that's great, Wilder, but that doesn't let us look at it from over here.
So you could you could toss one of the hatchlings in there.
No.
That'll distract it. No.
I'm not tossing Chuck over there.
You're not gonna chuck Chuck?
Dude, it's his namesake. You gotta let him go.
All right.
Also,
well, it's-
Operation Slam Us Against the Table 3 times did
Good work.
just took a couple attempts.
So-
Wilder's gonna say, well, before we have the whole let's look at it, let's see if I can, nudge it or something. Maybe that will help.
I trust you, Magic Man.
Sure.
I'm an environmentalist.
I go over
Magic
and
environmentalist.
You do see there are a couple there's a lot of stones, but you do see that there are a couple weapons that are on the ground that just look rusted and old metal weapons, like a scimitar here. You see like a crossbow in over there, and they're pretty. They're not worthy of use as a fighting weapon.
Like,
But
pick
most of
up
the weapons
food.
appear to be stone because they were part of the person when they turned to stone.
I'm just gonna say, as Pops used to say, maybe just a poke will do. And I give you guidance. And I'll kind of walk away from there.
Thank
I
you
don't think you
kindly.
quite know what that applied to.
I don't know, but we'll see.
I'm not
Uh,
into JmanX tricks. I'm not thinking about it.
So, Wilder just going
Believe
to
it if you want.
use his mage hand and try to kind of see if it can first pick up the lightning one, the green one, and failing that, just try to push it.
Okay. You as you move closer to it, you see there's a little bit. It does the electricity doesn't seem to come out at it, as it doesn't appear to be real enough for it to attract the lightning that's coming off of this crystal sphere. As you go towards it, though, and you try to move it, it doesn't budge. It appears that it is like carved into this, not carved into it, but the pedestal
Like
that
set?
holds it, the pedestal that holds it is kind of built to keep it in place.
Okay, that's all
Anything,
that.
Wilder?
What if you use your mage hand to move one of our weapons over there, try and attract the lightning off of it?
Lincoln will hold out a longsword if you want to try.
I don't think my mage hand can hold a long sword, but a dagger.
Longsword is 2 pounds.
Oh, then I can do that.
I was gonna say it's not 10 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 10-pound longsword. Jesus Christ, who are you?
Lincoln
Pyramid
does
Head?
reps, baby.
I'm just gonna say I don't know anything about swords. I only know about plants. So let's try this. And mage hand, longsword to shoot. See if I can I guess, see if it will attract.
As you bring the longsword within 15 feet of it, you see the arc starts hitting it and kind of connecting to it. Seems that there's still other arcs that are going off, but it's kind of like if you ever have one of those plasma balls and you touch one part of the glass and you see the bolt goes right to where your finger is. It's like that. There's still a couple of other electricity things coming off of it, but so it's kind of like with the same thing with the plasma ball. If you were to touch it in 3 places, it would just arc to all 3 places.
So, no metal. If anyone's gonna look at it, I don't think wearing metal would be the best choice.
Lincoln
I
looks
probably
down.
shouldn't head over there in any way, shape, or form.
I'm just not
Likewise.
going over there, whether or not it's smart.
Can we
If
see?
there-
So the crystal, it just has it's a crack in it, right? And that's what's
Mhm.
freaking it out, or at least that's what it looks like is causing
Yeah,
it to freak
it
out.
appears to be. Yeah, it's a cracked. There's a crack.
How big is the crack?
Yeah, is
Yeah.
it small enough for mending to fucking fix it?
I don't think mending does magical items.
Well, it can
I-
fix the actual object. It just can't repair the magic of the object.
I assumed it would be like the glass is broken on the orb more than the
Yeah.
magic itself is broken.
So you can fix a magic sword
here,
and
hold on,
just
I
become a
have-
normal sword afterwards.
I do this.
You never know.
Wait, guidance. What? I clicked
I
on.
see. You do see
Wait, that's not what mending does.
Yeah, I clicked on mending. And
it is about an 8 to 10 inch crack that is through it.
fix the 1 foot to break.
Hmm.
Can Huntar take Daisy for me?
Did you
All
name
right,
it Daisy?
And
Daisy and
Yes.
Chuck.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
got the problem with our names?
Yeah.
I got
no
nothing.
problem.
You sound like you found 2 newborn pups.
well, they found
Think
2
they
newborn
Yes.
chicks.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
What's the proper names for a cockatrice hatchling?
I don't know. I probably
Chicks.
would have given them
Excuse me.
those
This
in
is,
their
this is
head.
named after one of my like favorite chickens on that I have.
Pardon
on
me
the
for not going to school for cockatrice genealogy.
farm.
But anyway, they're your birds, your names.
I hand Huntar
Anything else?
Daisy, and I go up and I try and mend the orb.
Okay. Is it touch? Yeah, it is
Yeah.
touch.
It
As
is
you get
touch.
close, as you move up to it, it is going to arc at you. Give me a dexterity save.
All right.
You're great at these.
Dexterity. 8.
Okay. So as you walk up, you get zapped for 4 lightning damage as you start to walk up to it.
Hmm.
That's
Ow.
why I
You
didn't
all
go
right
up.
there?
That's why I didn't go up there.
No, I'm not.
That one
Walk
looked
back.
painful.
I made a bad mistake.
You see it. So Medi walks over, turns around.
Wait, did mending at least work?
He had to. He didn't
No.
get.
Oh no. Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean,
So,
I
do
could
you
heal myself,
continue?
but I feel like we need to save that for finding food and water.
So you get zapped as you're running in. Do you continue all the way and then cast mending, or do you get hit and turn around?
Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself, then run in?
I mean, you could do that if you wanted to. I mean,
Sure, come
you're
on.
now that you've gotten back out,
Yeah.
you got zapped and walked back out.
All right, I'm gonna try and Cure Wounds myself. Come on. 8.
Okay.
Hey, that's a plus.
Hopefully, no one
4.
else goes down and needs healing.
Yeah.
So I go and stand
I-
next to the lightning bolt for 10 minutes.
I go back up and I try and mend it again.
Okay, so you just run in. Give me another
Yeah.
dexterity save.
Dex save. 12.
Hey, it's positive. Yo.
Okay, so you manage to you as you're going, it arches off, and you just manage to dodge out of the way, so it doesn't. It like you feel it like crackle across the the front of your plate, but it doesn't like seem to connect, and so you're able to reach in. You cast mending on it.
Yes.
Okay, and then you dash out, I assume.
Yeah. I haul ass back out after I mend it.
So you see, you are able to you see the glass on the crystal starts to it starts to reform, but it's not enough to seal it. But it looks like the electricity that's coming out is much more reduced. So it's like within 5 feet of it instead of 15.
Me and
So it
Wilder's
looks like
homemade
it
lightning
didn't
rod.
quite get it
a
all the
little
way.
better.
We can
Can
try
I go
to
back
be
in and try and mend it again?
we can try to be we could try to be a lightning rod towards it. So I'll
I assume
try
you're
to
still
seal it.
holding my sword there. I thought that's what was
Yeah,
still
I'm
happening.
having fun with this.
Yeah, it's
Should I
it's not constantly like do the sword,
should
but
I go in and try and mend it again?
Are you okay, Medi?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, well,
Now at
as
least.
you go in, I will send the sword over there and
Alright,
see
I go
what
back in and I
happens.
try and mend it again.
okay, give me another dexterity save.
Oh,
Hey.
definitely.
Hey.
All right, yeah, you cast
It's
mending.
free.
It does seem to seal it the rest of the way, so the
Alright.
lightning does not seem to be shooting out at the moment.
Thank God. I almost
So-
died from that one. I had like no health left.
Oh, jeez.
Woof.
Does the portal look any different now that that's mended?
It appears that whatever magic was there is, it didn't restore the magic of it. It just sealed the break. But
Alright, well.
you are going to see Jackson in front of you. Another of
Oh,
the statue in front of you. You slowly start to as it starts to move, as another person seems to be coming out of that.
Oh,
As
boy,
it
that's one.
does, you see the statue that animates. It appears to be an elf of some kind, another elf. This one appears to be it has like a robes on it that would be more indicative of a mage of some sort. And you see she like quickly looks around. Where? Wait a minute.
Might want to step back.
Uh, yes,
Hello,
yes.
Puppets.
Good morning.
Who are all of you?
Before we get to the questions of names, what is the last year you remember?
Uh, let's see. Um,
Oh, that's
it was 1370.
Oh.
Dude. Oh.
This
Have
may
I
come as a
got
shock,
news
but
for
it's
you.
1520.
You might
Oh,
want to take
my
a seat.
lord.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh.
Damn these cockatrice! It is. Every moment you get but a few seconds before they catch you.
I like to imagine she started the cave like all the way over here, and she's made it all the way here in like 200 years.
Yep.
I'm gonna pat her on the shoulder and gesture
Miss.
to all the dead ones. Hopefully, this makes you feel better.
we have dealt with the cockatrices. Do you want some water or something?
Actually, water sounds good. I don't feel that I'm in need of desperation of water, but
Just for the
it
shock.
feels like it's been a long time.
He'll
It
hand
has
her
been.
his water skin.
Maybe not for an elf, but
I mean, 200 years is still a long time
Yeah.
for just
200
sitting
years is
there
a
as a
pretty
stone
fucking long
statue.
time.
Yeah.
Every
It's like a
day for
third of their
200 years, you're
lifetime.
turned into a fucking statue.
it's
Yeah,
actually,
she's.
what?
That's a
1,000
long
years?
time.
I tried to destroy them many years ago, but there was more. Or, well, she says I used up all of my spells and abilities to destroy them. Well, what feels like weeks ago, but I don't even know how many years ago that was. They must have they kept repopulating. I would only have 24 hours. I could only do so many.
Yes, of course.
He says, she points to the orb. She says, "Did you stop that? How long ago has that? How long has that been
We-
stopped?"
We just fixed it now. It's
Yes.
We fixed the crack in the orb at least.
yes.
Not really,
He,
the portal itself isn't fixed.
So she's, okay then. She kind of takes a breath and kind of looks at it. She says, "Oh, such time that has been lost. What do you know of this gate here?"
Not much,
Mother?
I'm afraid.
Portal.
I know that it goes to the Feywilds, but other than that, I know that it's also not working.
Yeah,
It was
much more
also
than I
having
knew.
some sort of effect on those cockatrices.
Yes. It's
Teleport.
at some point one of the she says that portal worked when I first got here. She says that's how I got here.
200 years will do that to a portal.
She
Oh.
says, I can't remember how many times I awoke ago that it, but in between, I think one of the cockatrices must have smashed it, thinking it was pretty or who knows. And since then, the portal has been broken.
Do you knows how to fix the portal?
She says that's going to take some time. She says I will have to study it and see if I can get the portal to work again. But in the meantime, here, take this, and you're going to see she is going to did I add this? I don't. Did I? Am I a bad DM?
It's
Did
dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Yes.
Jules, you're best DM.
Yes, you are a bad DM, but I don't know if you forgot the thing.
Thank you.
Excuse you, Julian is the best DM I've ever had.
I think
look at that.
Julian's
I mean,
a great
I've only
DM.
had like Julian and Oyster, so.
Oh,
Your other DM,
Yeah,
right?
get
Oh
fucked,
yeah, I
Devin.
forgot I was in your game for like 5 minutes.
She takes
Right.
out she takes from her side, like she pulls under from underneath her robe, she pulls out this scimitar, and it looks like it's the blade itself looks golden. It's not actually gold, but it has this kind of golden sheen to it. And the handle looks like wood that has been kind of wrapped and twisted and kind of runs up the length of the scimitar. And she hands it to you and she says, "This is my blade. It is a magic scimitar named Wind Harrow." Um, she
Who does
says,
she hand it to?
she holds it out to whoever's closest to her, and she says, "Please take this as a thanks of my appreciation." She says, "Whoever wields it, once you've spent some time and able to attune with it, you can use it to cast a gust of wind spell from it to cause any enemies that attack to be blown away." Uh, she says, "I have not yet been able to get it to work, but it also has, if you stay with it and use it for longer, it will get more powerful as you do."
It's not one of those talking swords, is it?
She says, "It has never spoken to me before."
All right, because those can get annoying.
What do you mean talking? You know, I'm gonna.
If no one
that.
grabs it, Lincoln will like take it and just say like, "Thank you." We can determine whoever wants to use this later, but for now, do we want to try and figure out where the portal leads, or study it at all, or should we
We do need
rest?
go
Lead
I-
to the
Feywild.
Feywilds.
Yes.
I don't
We
want to
are
go
it's
anywhere
not
near
go
that
going.
somewhere
portal.
to the Feywilds.
I don't know
What'd
what
you
that
say
is.
his names was?
She says, "Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. How rude of me. My name is Celestria Avondel."
Celestia, what a gorgeous name.
She
Hey, Celestia. If you want to study the orbs and the portals and all that, we got base camp set up. So the way out is that way. Point towards the and the way they came in.
she kind of gives
And
you a nod.
if you wants to come up, the only thing that I'll ask you is to help contribute, whether it be resources in any fashion, or any information you could give about this portal, and we'll provide whatever else is needed.
She nods and says, "Yes. Um, essentially, this is." She kind of says, "As far as this portal goes," she says, "many century ago, creatures from the Feywild crossed over from our world to the material plane. This cave bordered those two realms and became the sanctum of wizards and druids of the unseelie Fey. Um, but they followed a powerful Fey lord known as the Shadow King. And they built a doorway between the worlds so that they could travel, so which they and their other servants of the Shadow King could travel. It was said that the Shadow King would step through the gateway from time to time, enjoying the pleasures of the natural world before returning to his dark court. But over the centuries, the Shadow King and his court turned their attentions elsewhere. The magic of the gateway faded and the doorway closed, though the remnants of the Shadow King's power did not wholly pass from the world. Um, she says, "At some point, I was able to I was able to open it briefly to pass through, chasing after the Shadow King, and that is unfortunately, while I was trying to study it here and find him, is when the cockatrice showed up."
Could that be this part of the corruption that Treant was talking about, or
Yeah,
It could
I'm
be
pretty sure. 100%.
if the portal still goes to the Shadow King's followers, they could be infecting. Otherwise, if the rest of the phase claim that area back, I don't think it would be infecting. They're more whimsical than that.
No, no, no,
Wait,
no.
that
Well,
might
the
be-
infection was from the crystal itself being broken and everything going all crazy and wild and whatever. That's what
Yes,
happened
I
to the
believe-
cockatrice.
Yes, I believe if you have, it looks like the crystal is sealed. Whatever energy that it was releasing should be contained. At least I don't know if it will work again to open the portal, but that is only something that it will take lots of study to find out. But
At least
What
What do you mean? We just need a flint and steel. We have all the obsidian. Boom. Instant
That's
We're
portal.
trying, we're trying to make it.
So-
We're
No,
trying to
we're
make
not-
an ether portal with
Sean,
fucking
we're not in the
glowstone
Nether
water.
Forest yet.
Oh, true.
she says, while I was here, she says, I found, and she points back the way you guys came. There was a crack in the wall over there. was going to explore it, but then its cockatrice showed up. Have you? I
Was
was
it the
looking to see if
crag?
there's any remnants of the Shadow King here.
Was that the crag we heard the water from when we were first coming through?
Yeah, as you remember back, that appears to be what she's talking about.
Gotcha.
Wait, if you need remnants of the Shadow King, there's some infected bushes up on the land that acting real weird. You could look at them. Maybe they got something for you.
Possible. We'll have to take a look.
So, should we go through that crack soonish, or should we wait for everyone else to wake up before we do anything?
Wow, that might take
I-
upwards of a day.
I
I
certainly
mean, maybe
don't
we
wanna
should go
through
up
a
and
portal.
we could also go and report to the treant and everything that we got rid of the corruption and everything.
Why?
I don't know. I
Did someone here
It's
want
sweet
to go
that you
through the
care so
portal?
much.
We can't go through the portal. The portal is not
Okay.
working.
the portal's
Alright,
broken.
making sure.
Yes, Celestia kind of nods at this. She says, this way may be closed forever. Passing through here, I don't know. I will have to study it.
We should probably stay here
Uh,
for a day or two and see if anything develops.
I mean,
Not we try and leave.
studying something like this is not like a day or two type of thing. This is like a
Yes, but-
years type of thing.
She does.
So-
She kind of nods at
Mhm.
as Wilder says that. She says, "I'm afraid, unfortunately, that is probably the case, unless I come across some just stroke of luck that I'm able to discover. But I think that more powerful magics than I am capable of may be required."
So, dear leader, I propose that we either look in that, wet old crack over there, or we go back to camp and then, have some lunch.
Right. Well, I think that depends on how everyone's feeling. Do you all feel up to exploring more of the cavern, or do you want to rest for now?
Oh, I could go all day, darling.
I'm sure she
fine
would
with
love to explore cracks.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd
Only
love to
if they're
explore some cool
safe and not
caverns,
as
but
savage.
I'm feeling
Oh.
well enough to carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right, then let's poke a little further, shall we? See what we can find. Celestra,
go.
if you want to leave the cavern for now, he'll hold his hand up in front of him, and I'll cast minor illusion to make a sort of rough-ish map of the island that we've looked into so far, just kind of appear floating in the air. And on it there'll be a little spot where our campsite and the treant are. This is where we've rested so far. That place is more or less safe, and then over here, he'll point to where the blights are. This place is where we saw the corrupted plant life.
don't worry, the big treant is friendly. The bushes are not, though.
You
Where are
have
the bushes?
spoken with Grandalder.
We
Yeah.
have, you know him.
Briefly, I when I came here, I explored around and found my way out to the surface, and spoke with him briefly, but and
wow.
came back.
You're full of surprises, darling.
It's been quite a while. She says, but knowing treants, he should remember me.
I'm sure he'll be more than happy to see you again. Probably. I don't know the guy.
Just if you get up there, don't touch my hammock. It's mine.
She says, don't worry, I'm in no hurry to touch any hammocks. And she says, if you need to go exploring, I am capable here on my own. I want to take some time with this. And she is going to start. She moves. You see, she moves kind of closer to the portal.
If you're
If
sure.
anyone else wakes up while we're gone, there were still some supplies upstairs. We looked at those, right? Those were all. There was some stuff up there. That
There was
Yeah.
wheat and salt. All the other
Generic.
stuff was.
There's a
Pretty-
room upstairs that is enclosed and not full of monsters or statues.
Yeah.
Not exactly long term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's somewhere that people, if they just woke up and they're confused, they want to have a sit down on a box for a little bit, you know, and just kind of vibe. on the
You're gonna have to
box.
climb out of like 80-foot deep hole, but
A
Well,
little
you guys have,
exercise
you-
after being petrified for 200 years
mean,
never hurt
yeah.
anybody.
I think
you don't want
guys
your
do-
muscles to atrophy or anything.
I mean, it's
Sure.
pretty piked up, pretty good.
and you guys do have a rope, right? That is.
We
Yeah,
we
there's
have
a
a
rope
rope.
hanging
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
It's still an
Yeah.
80-foot climb, but it's a rope.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
20, please.
Uh-oh.
You just said connection to the server has been interrupted. I hope it didn't
Yep, same
go
here.
down.
Yeah.
I'm
it's-
fine.
Same
Yeah,
here. Oh, I'm back.
Okay.
I was making sure it didn't go down because that would have sucked.
Yeah, don't worry. It has a hiccup. It just wants to make sure you're paying attention.
I'm paying attention. I'm writing down all the names. I'm paying attention.
No.
I have
I
three
said
swords.
it
I know,
wanted-
Jules. I was making a joke.
I
Listen,
don't-
Okay.
roll 20. Why? I'm writing down all the names.
Okay. So yeah, so she says, "Don't worry. If any more, if you are exploring, I will send any up to you. You have, I assume, ropes."
There are a few ropes set up, yes.
She kind of nods.
They're
She
secured
begins-
pretty well.
She begins looking at the crystal that was previously broken and now mended.
So,
That lightning
correct
sure does
then.
pack a punch. That stuff hurts.
Yeah,
really
he didn't
does.
look too happy.
While we're moving, I'm gonna pull out the sword. Who here, other than myself, is familiar with swords or wanted to use a sword? I know Huntar and Jackson, you both use swords to some degree.
I
I
know
can use
how,
it.
but they're not usually within my repertoire of choice.
I'm pretty fond of mines, but if no one else wants it, I'll hold on to it.
Oh, I'll be using it incorrectly. I could use it well, but it's not going to be the way you sword users like to see someone swing a sword.
If that's going to cause me more pain than
I-
joy seeing you go to work, then
Jackson?
I like to say I'm pretty good with swords. It is my main style of fighting. I'd have to get used to a short sword though.
Oh, really?
It is a scimitar, by the way.
So you're more used to working with long swords, huh?
No, I'm used to working with this, and he'll gesture to the rapier on his hilt.
Oh, pointy end.
Not bad at all.
Minimum girth.
Damalia.
Yes?
Real
Nothing.
tiny.
Nothing.
It's all about the
Nothing.
piercing damage.
I just go up, get another spike out, and like hit it on the wall, hit it on the floor, and try to wrap the rope around it as well as I can.
Well, for now.
What rope are you
um,
tying?
Huh?
You're tying a rope around a spike?
Yeah, and I'm hitting it down to the ground to make sure it's like stuck there.
Why?
Where is this rope going to?
It's gonna go
Where-
down, isn't it? Down
What?
here?
Where
Oh,
are
you mean
talking about?
he
He's
means
by the
top
waterfall.
left of the map, Julian.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You just effed off without telling anybody where
Oh,
you
my
were
bad.
going.
My bad. I thought we were all going this way. My bad.
I think
Well,
we
the
were
crack
talking.
is like over this way a
You
bunch.
could see the other way. But
Oh,
that,
Um,
whoops.
Lincoln
I was just
will
a wilder
hand,
walk up there and just like,
Lincoln will hand Jackson the sword for right
you
now.
can go that way. I'm
Um,
not telling you not to. I just was like, like, where did you go?
like for some reason, like I think I moved and Wilder moved and I moved again. And it's like we just went up that way.
You guys followed each other over.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
lot
you
of trust
could.
you're
I mean,
putting
you
in a guy
could.
who just
If you
met.
wanted to go that way, that is totally possible.
Jackson,
Yeah,
hold
man.
on to this for now. See if you can get a feel for it, and
A lot
we'll
of
go from
trust
there.
you're putting in me.
If you blast me off the side of this island with a gust of wind, I will be very upset with you.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Excellent.
He says with his fingers crossed behind his back.
Just have a fucking Lion King moment.
So who ended up taking wind arrow?
Jackson's
Yeah,
taking
you
it
would say
now.
Jackson.
So now that you've gotten that all sorted, shall we?
Let's go.
Well, let's.
Let me
Let's-
move it for my inventory. Woohoo.
So it is. Yeah. At the moment, it's just considered it's just a magic
Yeah, just a sort.
scimitar. Once you attune to it, you can do the extra stuff.
You can do cool 360 no scopes with it.
Okay. So you guys begin heading off over this direction.
To the crack. Well, I don't know where the crack is.
Yes, I thought the crack was back there, but
Yeah,
We
I
get
thought you
back
said the
into this part of the
waterfall.
cave, and then I bang my head on the ceiling immediately. Because I
No,
heard
there
it.
was there's the waterfall.
There's
and
a
then
waterfall, but there was the crack like
Yeah,
this
when
way.
we first came
when
in,
we
there's
first
a
came
crack
in.
somewhere.
Oh,
I think it
I
was by
thought
the
like
dwarf guy.
yeah, I heard
Yeah,
someone
fine.
say by the waterfall, and I heard someone say yes. So
yeah, that's what I thought too. But
Oh no, I was asking Dawson about the creek.
Wait,
oh,
did Wilder ever give me back my sword? Like my
Nope.
sword? Oh, Wilder, can I have my
I mean, there's Dawson's Creek,
my
but
sword
then
back?
but I don't want to wait
Wait,
till
hold on.
There's Dawson's Creek and there's Dawson's Crack.
Hold on, just 5 more seconds.
We gotta explore
Oh, sure.
both with
No,
our
take your
leisure.
time. Take your time. I'm quite okay.
oh, would you like a club instead?
You can have it back.
Thanks.
So as you guys come over to here, you take a look at this the crack in the wall there, and you do give me perception checks.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Good at these.
I have a fucking +3 and I can't roll above a 10.
I am good at. Okay.
Ah,
alright,
there it is,
fuck.
Rebecca's
Damalia's
there.
looking at the
All
wrong
right.
crack, baby.
Yeah, she's just like,
Yeah, I mentioned
Surveying the
Dawson's
wrong
Crack
area.
and now she's just out of it.
So you guys, as you guys look at it, you do see that you see that there is a crack in the wall, the cracked stone of the north wall. So it actually looks like if you could actually probably break through the wall. It doesn't look like a secret door. It just looks like it's a part of the wall that has a crack that you can kind of, see that there's an empty area beyond it. You do see Jackson, Huntar, and Lincoln that there is an elven glyph on the cracked stone that's kind of like worked into it. An Arcana or History check.
Oh, okay.
As
Uh,
Pops
I'll
used to always
do-
say.
I'll do an Arcana check.
So-
Can I do it as well?
Sure.
no?
Yeah, if you're there. Well, once
Is
it's
it
pointed
the
out.
people who notice with
Yeah, it would be
or
people who noticed it.
Okay, never mind. I wouldn't have noticed
So at
it.
the moment, so Huntar,
Uh,
go ahead.
do I get any benefit for speaking Elvish?
No, not in this case.
no,
in this
like
case, the information you know is based off of what you've just been told. As you recognize it, I would say that you're probably the one who's most likely to notice it first. Although Lincoln probably has a little bit better understanding of it. That it appears to be the mark of the Shadow King, the one that she was just talking about, who is and then you would know also that he is the Dark Lord of the Fae. So he's like the bad guy of the Fae.
Hey, we should be careful around here. It feels marked. The Shadow King may have run through here or left a trail for his followers. Just keep an eye out.
Oh,
Right.
where did you see that?
Noted.
Right here's, and he'll point to the mark.
Yeah. Jackson, by the way,
Oh,
did you
never heard of
well, never mind.
Go on.
No, sorry.
Jackson,
And
did you? Never mind. You
That's
didn't.
the question I knew the answer to.
Could I try
Julian,
to?
has Chuck calmed down at this point, or is he still trying to bite at me?
No, he stopped biting you. He stopped
Chuck-
trying to bite at you the moment you picked him up by the back of his neck.
Chuck
Okay.
thinks he can fly now because you've just
I'm-
been like going like this the whole time.
I'm just gonna put him in my hood while it's still like
Just hold him
on.
10 feet up and
Yeah, like while my hood's like behind me, I'm just gonna put him in it.
Okay. He like after about 5 minutes as you're talking with Celestia, it appears that it's
That's your
gone to
Lindenberg?
Okay.
oh,
Medi just holds
precious.
Daisy. He's just holding it in his hand, just like petting the top of her head.
You
So
all
yeah, you see this there, and you see that glyph.
Right. I'm gonna look for any traps.
Give me a investigation check.
Can I also use an Arcana check to see more about it? This is for my
Right,
own
it looks
personal.
clear.
I'm gonna give Jackson guidance because
Wow.
Once it's
I
pointed
can't
out to
have
you,
that for-
Vintash, yes, you can do an Arcana check also.
Okay.
As a
Way
Pops
looks
Well,
clear.
I don't I gave you guidance for the future check because
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's not like
So-
you can use it after I see the roll.
The way looks clear, baby.
Yeah, so I rolled a 7.
Yeah, it looks.
I know.
Uh,
That's
I don't see
Way
any.
looks
It
clear.
looks pretty natural. The only thing you're not sure about is the glyph itself.
Now,
You know.
now you have the Hjalmar experience, TM. Looking for traps every 5 seconds.
Did we ever go up?
I don't think we ever went north. I don't think we went south either.
So you guys came from the
We came from this direction. I'm pretty
southeast
sure.
tunnel. Yes, that's the tunnel you guys came
So
from.
we didn't go up
Why
here, and
don't-
we didn't go down here.
Why don't we go down first, and then we can work our way back up?
Okay.
I think going up might lead
Sure.
around to the main area.
Ooh, can
So
I,
floating.
while everybody's like walking around, am I able to cast detect magic while walking, or is that like something I have to sit down for?
No, you can cast. I mean, are you doing a ritual to cast it?
Yeah, ritually casting.
You would need to be stationary.
Well,
So I mean, if you could say, I don't know, you guys have been there a couple minutes. If you tell them that if that's what you're doing, then you could ask the party to stop for a moment.
hey everybody, just go on without me for a little bit. I'm just gonna chill here for.
Why?
Because
You
that
okay,
isn't
Wilder?
suspicious at all.
I just want to make sure that I can detect magical traps since we have to deal with a Fey king of some sort. Might be leaving magical traps that you may not be able to detect right away.
How long will it take?
Just 10 minutes, so you can go on, scout ahead. I'll catch up.
Are you sure?
I'll stay here and make sure Wilder doesn't get into any trouble.
I'll be fine.
That sounds
I've
like a
been
good
here.
plan. These
Alright.
tunnels are echoey enough. We should hear if the other party gets in danger.
Or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
You two can enjoy your private time, I suppose. Let's keep moving then.
I'll send
Okay.
you a
North or
message
south?
if anything happens.
All
Well,
right.
I wanted to go south. If you guys want to go north, I'll follow.
I'm fine to go south.
I would advise not splitting the party further, but do whichever you want. Why am I talking like that?
That's the sound Wilder makes when he's concentrating on his magic.
Don't worry.
Julian,
if anything goes wrong, I'll let you know.
I'm going to
Lovely.
advance while checking for traps.
Give me investigation or perception check. Oh, it would be perception because you're
By the way,
moving about.
as Pops used to say, don't trip over your own feet. And guidance.
Noted.
Yeah, he has guidance already.
Oh, my bad. Never mind. Don't worry about
11.
that.
I gave him good.
Okay. Yeah, looks clear.
I pump him full of another guidance.
And I'm
Jackson
okay.
will
Fine.
turn back. Way looks clear and carry forward.
Keep moving on.
I just like keep my hand on Jackson's shoulder, and every time he like does something, I pump him full of another guidance.
Whenever he blinks.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Oh, we just
Oh,
took
hello.
a long way around.
Hello, Celestria. Keep up the good work.
She looks around and she'll look back and see you guys over there and just, you're back already.
Well,
Lincoln
we know
will
where
just
the south goes.
Send a message real quick to Huntar. The south path loops back around. We're on our way back now.
Can you do message through?
It's
Yes,
in
you
a
can.
120-foot range, and it just goes and paths
Oh,
around
Jesus.
stuff.
Message is way better than I thought it was.
Yeah,
It
you just have to point to
It
it.
needs to have it's gotta be pointed in a general direction, but I know where they are, and it just needs an 120-foot. Like I can just a path through the cave to them. It doesn't have to be a straight line.
Welcome's back.
Help! I'm stuck in a wall. Never mind, I fixed it.
The south path
Concentrating.
loops around.
Concentrating.
Why?
Sorry.
Why?
Sorry. I was just pinging over there.
Pain.
My soul has been ripped out of my body and fortunately moved 1 foot to the left.
Jules, you know what's happening.
Okay. So as you guys get back there, you see Wilder still doing that. Hunter, are you staying with Wilder?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. You guys head off to the path that heads to the northeast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wanted to go to the northwest, but the cave didn't like that idea.
Not a
Oh,
We
path
can go
you
northwest. We
choose.
just have to go down and you just have to go down a little bit.
That's just west.
Okay. So as you get over there, you soon find the cave soon comes to kind of a dead end. You see at this end of the cave, it appears to be where the cockatrice did their business.
Ugh.
There's nothing this way.
Wonderful. I'm glad we didn't
Smells
waste our
like the
time.
Noah over here.
Don't. Ugh.
I'd walk faster if I were you, Lincoln.
By the time you get back, I will say that it's been about 10 minutes, Wilder. So you've completed your detect magic. The glyph that they pointed to does appear to be magical. That is the only thing that you can detect at this point.
There's no like type of magic that.
I think it also
It
tells
appears to be
school.
transmutation.
All right.
Or, yeah, probably that's what I would closest I can think of.
So
All right.
this glyph is transmutation magic. It's coming on off of it. So
Wonderful. What does that
It
mean?
appears to be, I would say, I don't know what school of magic it would be, but, and I'm just sorry, I'm just pinging to move the view around. It also appears to be tied to blood magic to a degree. Like if you had to, it seems to be like something about it, like would be reminiscent of spells and stuff that have to do with your heritage or your bloodline kind of thing.
So, transmutation.
I have an idea. It's gonna be. It's probably not gonna happen. And then he's gonna take out a dagger. He's gonna cut his palm. He's gonna go over and put it.
What? Wow, no, dude.
You take 1 point of slashing damage.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna walk. I'm watching this.
And then you leave a bloody mark across the glyph, and nothing seems to happen.
Well, it
So is the
seems
glyph
like
in the crack, or is it like behind the crack, or is
on
it?
the wall. It's on the wall near where the crack is.
If I hold the torch up to the crack, is there anything in it, like beyond it at all, that I can see?
You see that you can see very faintly that there appears to be a chamber just beyond. Like it opens, like there's a short little hall, and then it opens up.
well, it seems like it might be tied to bloodlines of some sort. I
Give me-
am not a chosen one.
Give me an insight check there.
What?
Chosen. Is this normal for Feywild shenanigans?
I really hope not.
You get the idea that from what she was saying, that elves and things like that followed they were elves that followed the Shadow King, is what she was saying earlier. So it might have something to do with elven bloodline.
So he's gonna go up to Jackson. He's gonna say, "Jackson, I think you're the chosen one." He just holds
What
up
are
his
you
dagger.
on about? No.
He's gonna jump in between, like,
Jackson-
stop, Wilder.
We'll just raise an
Wilder.
eyebrow.
Just
What?
before you go around calling people the chosen one and then stabbing them, please explain your idea.
Calling someone their chosen one and then just stabbing them
I
for
just-
almost no reason sounds very.
Before we all
Illogical?
kill each other down here.
I'm
It sounds like you're
just-
trying to perform some sort of dark ritual by killing the chosen one.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say this is why I cannot be the leader. Anyways, so this is what has been going on in my head. So it seems like this has to do with bloodlines, and since I am tiefling,
Not.
Wilder
Tieflings
just
can
has
be
a
Tiefling.
related.
You
yeah,
forget
yeah,
what
yeah,
race
I'm a
you were?
tiefling.
Tieflings can be related to elves. They're not
you
all
know,
typically.
Sometimes I don't remember. Just anyways, so it has to deal with Feywilds, Fey, Jackson, half elf blood.
My mother was a half elf. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm the chosen one, and that doesn't necessarily mean Jackson's the chosen one either. Let alone the
I
possibility
mean-
that there is a chosen one.
I'm just saying, put your blood on this.
My scene is also you see Vintash just grab something from his tattoo kit, like start putting something like put some of it on the cloth and just start wiping off the blood. This is extremely unsanitary. Unsanitary.
Just try it. We'll see if it happens. Something
Sure.
happens. Something happens.
But
You
let
know?
me clean off the blood first.
Yes,
That's how
fine.
you
Gonna
kill
roll
the
Clean it
disease.
off first.
What was that,
No,
Jax?
I was just gonna roll a D2 to a coin flip, but Jackson will just cut himself a bit on the palm and just have like a few drops go onto it.
Okay. So as you take you take one slashing, and you put your hand on the glyph, putting the blood there. You're going to see as you put your hand on it, before the blood even touches it, you see the glyph lights up, and the wall turns into shadow.
Chosen one.
We
And
needed the
you
blood.
will. Give me a second.
If you are the chosen one, I'm very concerned.
You see, the wall turns to shadow and opens up before you guys.
Look at that,
Um,
kid. Look at that.
Don't think the blood was necessary, Wilder.
But it was a good idea.
Like,
I
it's
do
pretty
appreciate it.
useful either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good
All right,
idea.
all right, little shadow prince. Do you want to lead the way?
I am going to lead the way, but never
I think
call
you're
me
more
that
of
again.
a princeling than a prince.
Pardon me, shadow prince.
Noted. And he's going to go
Or
forward.
So
executive princess.
inspiration for Devin and Claire for you two.
Thank you.
What Claire do?
I was funny, Ian. Do you know how often that happens? Not at all.
Never.
Yeah, another
Exactly.
bump into fucking Jackson.
Our
So-
marching order is so scuffed.
Nah,
to you,
dude,
Wilder.
perfect marching order. Make sure you have the rogue and the healer up front so that they
Yep.
die first.
Yep.
Keep the frontline fighters towards the back so that they're out of harm's way.
Yep.
CJ, never move. Don't let them go through you.
I'm,
Block any
I'm
attempts to
stuck
pass
back
them.
here.
All right, I put my arms out to both sides.
Jackson's going to
The,
just
I should-
cautiously approach.
Okay, very good. You're cautiously approaching. That reminds me
Yeah.
of one of the new rules that I think I started testing out in running the AL games. I'd heard a player say that one of their DMs did this, or might it? I forget. I heard one of the players told me, might have been Devin. But during the first round of combat, moving through your allies does not cost extra movement.
Hmm.
So
We did
that-
talk about that.
We
yeah,
did.
okay, I just want to make sure I was bringing that up. So that way it doesn't end up with just clumped up and boring.
If
combat.
we're all in this line, then
Yeah.
it would kind of suck if we have to. If like the person at the
Yeah.
very back goes first on the initiative and can't do anything.
Yeah.
All right,
So
I added
you-
it to the list.
Nice.
oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad somebody's keeping this written down because I don't.
Thank you.
No. So you see, as you enter in, Jackson and Medi behind you, a large sinkhole in the center of this cavern is here. And you see off to the left, you see there appears to be the cracked statue of an elf sits atop an ornate stone throne in the northwest corner of the cavern.
Looks
All right,
like
this
a
Macarena
charming
line
place.
needs to move.
Yeah,
And I'll begin fanning out, seeing I'm not immediately attacked.
Mhm.
Okay. You don't see any immediate danger. You do, as you move in, it's clear for all of you guys that you hear the rushing water, and when you look in a sinkhole, you can see that river for that from the waterfall to the west seems to be
Yeah.
flowing through here.
The
So
tech
I like-
magic
This
lasts
is
an
probably
hour.
another loop here.
So Vintage probably could have gone through underwater if you wanted to, but as an
Mhm.
alternate way in.
Oh yeah, does
You see? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think Wilder's detect magic was still up. So I was gonna say.
Yeah, the
You do
it
see
lasts
Yeah.
for an hour.
right.
10 minutes.
There is, as you come in to the room, Wilder. Well, I'll wait till you get in, so everybody
Just
can.
gonna pass by Damalia and move
Oh yeah,
on.
no, sorry, I'm having trackpad difficulties.
You're making a pass on Damalia?
Whoa,
So-
Nice.
I mean, 3 options.
So yeah, so you guys see in the upper northwest corner, you see what appears to be a cracked statue of an elf sits atop this ornate stone throne. Give me a history or nature check as you guys come in and look at it.
Oh
Am I
god.
better at?
Am I in good
Anybody
for
who'd
this?
like.
All right.
History or nature? Oh, okay.
Hey,
I'm
chosen one, you just wants to sit on that?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh,
to.
I'm Giga Chad still.
Sit
Okay,
on your
that's great.
grandfather.
Oh my
Jackson
god.
has no idea.
I know a thing.
Jackson
the
is
rest
just
of
going
you-
to just.
Go on, Jackson.
This is what he's doing. Just
Oh,
pain, rubbing his eyes.
So as you look at it, the rest of you can tell that it is not a petrified creature. It appears to actually have been a centuries-old statue that appears to be depicting the Shadow King, a Dark Lord of the Fae. With your detect magic, Wilder, you see that there is a glyph-marked darkwood bracelet that rests on one hand of the statue.
Okay,
history
watch
and
out,
nature
watch
checks do
out.
anything
Coming
else?
through. There's magic.
All right, Father, you are the expert on these things.
No.
Yes, do work
no,
away.
I am not the expert. I'm environmentalist. Now,
We are in an environment, I believe. Your area of expertise, Wild. I believe in you.
This is confirmed an environment.
100% environment.
We live in an
This is-
environment.
Lincoln confirmed an environment.
We have
Make-
peer review studies that confirm it is an environment.
9 out of 10 doctors agree this is an
Maybe that
environment.
should be our group name, environmentalists.
No.
so it's the bracelet. Is the bracelet able to move?
It just resting in one of his hands, like he's holding on to it. So, but it doesn't appear to be like a grip that you couldn't pull it loose from.
Oh, so okay, so it's there. So, the chosen one, you want to bleed again? I don't think the blood was necessary, but it's fun.
But if you want to,
But if you want to,
But it's fun.
it
What
sure
It's
does
an
add
option.
the ambience of the place.
oh, wait,
Ambience,
what
ambience.
is
What's
the
charming?
type of magic that it's exuding? Sorry.
Dark.
Enchantment. It appears to be a like a
Enchantment.
magical item.
Enchantments.
It's
Where was that
enchanted.
from?
It's
Where's
magic.
Standal?
If you had to,
Magic
it's
flavored.
like an enchantment, but you sense some conjuration with it.
It's Airhead's mystery flavor times 23.
Oh my.
So it's showing
There's like
some
300 different keys combined.
enchantments and a little bit of conjuration. So watch out for if you might be summoning something.
Did you want me to touch that?
Yeah, might as well.
And if
He's
you want, I
just
can
gonna
grab it
walk up.
instead.
And
Oh wait,
grab it.
before
there's
you do
much
that,
better things
before
to
you do
grab in
that,
this room.
okay, you can touch it now.
I give him guidance. I don't trust this.
Jackson's just like
I'm-
mid about to grab it, and then Wilder's like, wait. Runs 20 feet away. All right, we're good.
He's gonna try to grab the bracelet.
Okay, you reach out hesitantly as you see this. It just kind of sitting there in his hand. The bracelet's kind of wrapped around like this in his fingers, like he's holding it like that. And you reach out, you touch the bracelet, slip it off the hand, and pull it back.
Jules,
And
love
then it
that.
kills
I
us.
love that view of your entire
got it.
arm.
Dude, we simp for Jules'
You're
arm.
just
Yeah, we do.
Let's see that underarm.
Oh no.
Can I show you my underarm?
Oh no, this is not an
Jules, come
anime.
on, Jules. Let's see them ankles.
We're not doing armpit fetishes on this stream.
What about ankles, huh?
Well,
Are
I do.
ankles
have
fair
to.
game?
What about? I can't say that.
Okay. Well, anyways, you pull it off. You kind of holding your breath, and as you pull it back towards you, no explosions, no. You know,
72
Did it
werewolves
work?
climb out of the
Does it
hole.
make like a jangling noise when I move it?
no, it appears to be. So it's a dark wood bracelet. So it looks like it's made like of a wooden, like thick bracelet that's like that thick, and then it's just around. It's and it just got ornate kind of glyphs that are marked into it.
Using my murky background, am I able to discern the price of this?
So were you trying to jingle the keys like you're a baby, like trying
No,
to entertain
he's
a kid?
jangling it
Just like
to see like if it makes a noise.
You think it? I mean, it depends on. You think it depends on what it does. But as it is, you think maybe as an artifact, you could probably sell it for 50 gold pieces, just as being a pretty, an old thing. Are you
I'd like to see a
wearing
coin for this.
what armor do you have, and Jackson?
Leather
Okay.
armor.
Why did he ask?
He'll sort of flip it over in his hand. I might be able to fetch some coin for this once we get back.
Oh, well, before you do that, you might want to. I've been working on some environmentalist spells that might help me with trying to figure out what exactly it is before I decide to sell it.
Are you
Like,
going to come out
identify
of your hidey hole to perform those, or?
Lincoln's just gonna look at the group quick. Are environmentalists usually spellcasters? I thought that was
Nope.
like a scientific sort of.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
I
be
think
real. I lived out in the forest for a decade. I didn't meet a single environmentalist.
I'm
I
pretty
met
sure
one,
she's
they
talking
were-
about. Go ahead,
You,
Vinny.
you don't know about the powers of vegans? Come on.
Yeah, I met an environmentalist
Lincoln's-
once. They were
You
very
can't be a vegan aboard a
assertive
ship.
about their views.
Hold on. let me see.
Jackson will stroll up to Wilder and rest it in his hand.
Lincoln has never met a vegan before Wilder.
You gonna tell us about it?
Aw, your first vegan.
Let's
I-
see.
Remember, you always remember your
I'll,
first.
I'll definitely tell you about it once I'm able to figure it out, but you should
Uh,
hold on to it, chosen one.
The only encounter Medi has had has been a good one.
So you hear, as you guys are deciding this, you hear what sounds like yelling coming from back by the portal, and you hear Celestia's just calm down, just calm down.
I'm
Near the
going
other
to
Looks like
way.
we have
over
another
that
one.
way.
What did you hear from the other room?
Lincoln will
I'm
cast
gonna start running
message
back there.
before
Yeah,
everyone
we'll start-
starts running. It's all messenger. Is
start
everything
going
okay?
back.
This is Lincoln from the group.
He's going to message back. Another one is woken. He's not taking it very well.
We'll be right there.
Really?
Maybe we should have waited a bit until
Oh,
they all
are
wake up.
we? Are we actually going to? I guess we are.
We're going back.
Fine.
Lincoln's pure heartedness is very noble. Gotta
Me and
admit
May
that.
just barrel through everyone.
At least I get to see them all walk away. Solaceless little things. It's the little things.
So as you enter in, you see there appears to be a man dressed very nobly, and he is, kind of demanding from Celeste. I demand to know what is going on here. This is outrageous. What are you? Who are you? And
Sir.
what are
Sir, please
Shut
calm
up.
down.
Calm
you?
down.
You speak with respect when you speak to me. Don't you know who I am?
Oh,
No,
God.
why don't
I
you
just-
tell
I
us?
have no idea who you are. But
Hey,
sir,
noble
please calm
prick.
down. You're upsetting the chickens.
Shut up!
Sorry,
Let me talk.
can I hear your name again, sir?
I am Lord Marvel Thorogood of the
Lord
House Thorogood.
Mr.
Thorogood.
Thorogood. Do you know well enough what year you remember it being before you got petrified?
It was let's see, 1520.
Oh,
All right,
Oh,
good. You haven't
wonderful.
been here for
You
too
are
long.
in the same year. Welcome, friend. Join
How long
us.
have I been here? It was the third month.
It's been
of the year.
300 years.
so it's the third month.
Wild-
What
Shut
month
up,
is it right
Wilder.
now?
Yeah, sorry,
What month is it
What
right
is
now?
current date, Julian? We have a Discord chat for this. Hold on. We can...
Yeah,
Well, it's-
I have the calendar up. I just don't know what our current date is. So he's on fucking.
So the
The
starting
claw-
date was the 4th of the 7th month. Let me get the names. So
Alright.
1520.
So it's been about 4 months.
So
or
it's flame. Yeah, we're on flame rule.
so.
he
So
came
you've
on
been here
Shez.
for about 4 months or so.
Yes, and it's been
Oh, wait, not a flame.
since the day it has been 3 days. No, 4 days because there was one day on the island. So it is the well, that would make it the 8th
Of the
Oh
7th month.
shit!
of the
It's
7th.
my birthday this month. I think.
Yo, Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
Happy Hanukkah.
He says it was the 3rd month, which was chess.
So he's been down here for about 4 months.
What
I'm more
about
of a checkers
checkers?
fan. Hey!
I don't know, man. I like dough.
So he says, he says, he looks around, he says, who slayed all of this creature here?
We all did.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
What's
What is Crack-a-lack?
You may start
Technically,
thanking
we
us whenever you
saved
like,
you.
darling.
He says, well, thank you for slaying these creatures. They deserved to be killed. And he kind
He
of
does give
spits in their
thanks.
direction.
Wild. Well, you're quite welcome.
Uh, DM.
Hmm?
Wilder kind of like walks around and is kind of like a bit behind him. Can I cast prestidigitation to soil the backside of his pants?
Why?
Why?
Because he deserves it.
Are
He
you trying-
really
Yeah, we
deserves it.
He already is.
He's already a prick as is.
Are you
Yeah,
trying
he's
to
gonna be more of a prick if we fuck with him.
I just use prestidigitation to soil the back of his pants to make it and turn it brown. So
Okay. You do so. He does not notice if you're just changing the color, then he won't notice.
no, it's soiling and changing the color. You can do 3 actions that stay for an hour.
Okay.
I will.
So soiling is in smelling bad too.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's dirty.
you make it dirty, you make it smell, and you make it brown.
Okay. He as he's at the moment he still doesn't notice at the moment as
That's
he's a bit
fine.
more outraged. And he's going to say, these cockatrice, I'm going to have to fire my guide. He told me that there would only be one here, and that it should be easy enough to
Sir,
kill and capture.
We'd
who
heard
was
they'd
your
fucking
guide?
rabbits.
All right, well, if we all talk at once, we're never gonna get anywhere.
Yeah, no, sorry.
So,
You go first, Sean.
so your guide, are they still here? Are they?
He says he
Gone?
should. Well, he kind of just narrows his eyes. He was supposed to be waiting for me once I finished. I was going to come down here to hunt this beast and take its head as a trophy, so that I could take it home. But I imagine if you are here and didn't see him, then that means that he must have left, absconded with my money and my boat and way off this island.
What did he look
Hunter
like?
will walk up and pull out one of his short swords and put it right under the guy's chin. I don't have patience for poachers. If you killing an animal for anything other than food or survival, and I hear about it after we get off this island, I will find you and I will kills you, just like I did those cockatrice. So I
Yes,
make
good.
myself
Yes,
clear,
queen.
you
Yes.
prick.
Queen. We have the same idea.
There go our negotiation.
Yes, queen.
I don't know. I think that's a pretty strong way to start a negotiation.
He kind of give me an intimidation check.
Yeah, all right. Can't wait for this to be a nat 1.
Nat 20 incoming.
17.
I'm gonna use my
Oh.
inspiration on that.
You can do it. Yeah, okay, very good. I was gonna say you can do it.
Hey.
He kind of he looks down at the blade as you have it kind of to him, and he's like, "You ruffians of." I was trying to do it to impress my bride to be, but now I'm sure that she's gone and left off with someone else, as I have not returned.
Probably left with someone who could actually.
It's
kill
only
Well, if it
been
was
4
to
months.
impress your brides to be, that's a totally noble cause that I super support now, asshole. And he'll
And
put
honestly,
his
she
short
prob-
sword
she probably
away
was-
and walk away.
She's probably with someone else that could actually hunt a cockatrice.
All right, everyone, that's enough. All right, regardless of why he was here, he struck here with us for now, and belittling him for failing to hunt a cockatrice or whatever isn't going to help us get off the island any faster.
That's right, dear leader. And he's going to use prestidigitation to make the guy fart.
He turns around and he finally noticed what the hell? What?
It must have been when you
Nice.
like got petrified. You know, things just kind of just come on
All
out.
right, all right. Let's cut this
You
look,
short and
you
get
We
to
kinda-
actually
business.
have
he-
a business hole. If you just keep going walking that way and take a left, there's a business hole. Just go over there for a bit, finish
a
your stuff.
business hole.
Yes.
No.
Is that what you commoners call it?
Commoners. Right.
He's looking at Jackson or Vintash at the moment.
Yeah. Since we're on an island in a cave, what else do you want to call it? A shithole? A pee hole? Somewhere where we have to smell our fucking crud. On the island that we are currently staying on, I'd rather not. Or
I'd rather
go
not.
right ahead. Go poop on your. Go sleep on your own ship. That's also fine.
I mean, there's a cave to the north that he can go.
Why are we talking about this?
I
For
don't
the
know.
love of Christ, there are supplies upstairs. If you need anything, there's a ladder. I'm sure you can climb rope just fine, sir. But if you need anything, it's all on the upper level.
He just kind of looks at all of you and says, Where is this? Where is this? How do I get out of here? Lead me the right way, or
Lincoln will use my illusion to make the map again. We're not done exploring just yet, but if you head out this way, go up here. There's a rope that leads up to a storage room.
yeah. So
And then from there, the way out is pretty easy to find.
She will call out to him and she says, Here, let me help fix that. And she is going to use prestidigitation to clean his the pants there. She says, There you go, sir. These people mean you no harm. If they are a way out of here, you would do well to give them your respect. As if not, you would have been stuck in your statue form for another 100 or more years, as I have been. And at this, he kind of gives a humph and kind of continues walking off.
If he doesn't respect us, he'd be on this island for another 100 years.
I can't wait to kick his ass.
That's not unless it's warranted.
Oh, which I was
I think
going to
it's
be well
warranted.
warranted.
I just that man.
You don't have to like him. We just have to get along with it. Take it from me.
We don't.
We have to deal with him until we get off the island. Then he can go in separate ways.
So, what is the plan?
Go to the
We
waterfall.
have this thing.
We got the bracelet. We got the sword. We could go back and get some food, finish out the rest of the day, or we could go and investigate Dawson's Creek down there.
We can, but
Weren't you gonna?
Celestria. There's the chosen one over here has a bracelet from the Shadow King. You know anything about this?
Celestia takes a look at the bracelet, and she's just going to she says, yes, this appears to have a touch of the Fey magic still attached to it. It is probably it probably has some magical abilities tied to it. It would also probably be tied to the Fey itself. So be careful of tuning to it.
All right. That's all I got.
Mm-hmm.
So I shouldn't attune to it.
I don't really know what it does.
All of the Fey is not evil. Just his what he came from.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Medi.
I do have identify as a ritual I can cast.
Oh, you have it? Oh, well, I'm useless.
Do you have
Wait, do you have it too?
No, I was planning on doing. I've been working on the spell for some time, but if you already have it,
I have find familiar and identify.
do you also have a pearl though?
No, true.
Well,
Celestia will fish out of her pocket. Here, take mine. She'll hand it to me.
You just have.
Are you sure?
That is a fine-looking pearl. Are you sure? You could sell
She
it to the
comes
market.
from money.
I take it like gracefully, like
She is a wizard.
also.
Does make sense.
It does make sense.
Wizards are quite rich, aren't
I take it like gracefully, like thank you. I'll make sure to use this well.
Well, I guess you
And then when
get
we
to
get a chance-
identify it now. Go and have fun. I'll just be over here at this waterfall.
Would you like? Would you?
crying?
No need to be bitter, Wilder. I'm sure we can find you a pearl.
You could cast
Sure.
identify on like one of these rocks over here.
Well,
Don't insult the man, Medi. He ain't a prick like that one noble we just saw.
Oh, Christ, lay
I,
off
I,
him.
go, I
You
go
wouldn't
over and
mind.
I try to identify.
what are you
Takes a
trying to
minute.
identify?
The
Bracelet.
bracelet.
Okay. So you guys spend a few minutes as you guys are here doing the as you're able to identify it. You substitute for an owl feather one of the cockatrice feathers.
Yeah. I go and I like pluck out a feather from one of the cockatrices.
So you see that it has the ability for whoever is wearing it to be able to cast the dimension door spell.
Holy shit.
But it appears to also have a special
Condition?
not necessarily a curse, but it seems to react poorly if the person who is wearing it is touching iron or metal.
I am glad I wasn't holding it.
He'll.
And
as
it
he
also
sees-
appears to be attuned to this Faegate. So as you get it, you could probably it will tell you you kind of it picks up the Fae, things that are Fae touched. It seems
So-
to be attracted to them.
What does it do?
Bleh.
Hmm.
What?
You can cast Dimension Door with it, but it seems to make it so you can't really deal with metal objects. It also seems to be linked to the portal in some way.
Gonna make it a bit hard to use my sword, huh? Does anyone else
Yeah,
want
that
this?
rules me's out too.
Yeah, I kind of stopped ignoring the description after I heard that you can't use it.
Yeah.
Lincoln will look at his armor and his sword and his other sword. Just like,
Many will look down at his
People-
hands and look back
I
up.
don't,
Look
I
at
don't
his
think this
body.
will work very well.
Yeah, just like
Does that
Vintash will
make-
look at his shirt. Okay, well.
Well, how much metal do you need to be carrying is the question. If it's even the
assume-
slightest hint, then most people would be out.
except for maybe me, who only
You
wearing
have-
clothes.
Do you carry daggers on you? Swords?
He
Anything like
takes
that?
out the dagger and throws it away. Nope.
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
you are
but
delightful.
I can hold on to that for you. He'll pick up the dagger and put it in his bag.
How many
In
were
case,
there on the
in
ground?
case you need a dagger.
Oh,
so would you
thank
like the bracelet?
Yes, please. I want to be chosen.
We better not be
Yeah,
calling.
yeah. Okay.
hold out your fucking hand.
If you don't use it, I'm selling it.
Where are you, Wilder?
And you,
Goes,
I'm
I'm
not-
over here.
I'm
You're
not
over
putting
there.
it on your hand.
All right, fine. Just spoil sport. And he'll take it.
Now that's settled.
'Tis.
What other business would you like to take care of before we leave?
I heard people talking about the creek. Do I want to actually take a look down there? That could be good for boiling water.
We have access to some rowboats, so surely we should perhaps look into maybe moving off this island sometime soon.
Well, yes, of course, but I suppose while we're
Might as well
under
explore the rest.
Grandalder biddings anyway.
Might as well explore the rest of the island. Never know. You might find more stuff to help us with this portal.
We'll need supplies. I
Or
personally don't give a
sell.
rat's ass about the portal, but
We could sell more things we find here.
We don't have to worry too much about water. I can still make water at some point.
right, you can
Oh, yeah.
do that, can't you? Magic is a wondrous thing.
I can
Well,
either
he's
create it or I can purify it. We do have a big pond over there.
Do you guys want to explore the creek or go back up above land?
I'm fine with anything. Honestly, I'm in great shape.
I'm a bit tapped on magic, but I think I can keep on going for a bit.
I can cast one spell.
I can cast 0 spells.
I still
I
feel
can't
fine.
cast period.
Hey, same.
My hand hurts a little bit.
Wonder why.
You two don't know any magic.
Nope.
None. I don't need it.
To be fair, I didn't know magic for the longest time. I was trained relatively recently. So I only know a little bit.
My God does whatever he wants. It happens. I pray he does it. if he chooses to.
Are you?
I didn't take you for
rel-
I didn't take you for a religious man, Vintash.
And I point to my forearm, which it has Ilmater's tattoo onto it. Why I think I always slap it.
recently-
He just pulls up his shirt. He's got a giant like cross with Jesus nailed to it, like a full back tattoo.
Oh yeah, full. Dude, it's back, front, bicep, like sleeves, everything. It's
He's
all
got the
there.
nails. You have the nails physically in his hands. You're like,
He ha-
dude,
he has
I
a
didn't know
fucking-
you were
He has a
religious.
crown of thorns tattooed around his forehead.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm
Sorry.
I'm relatively new to the magic as well.
I'm not talking about myself. All right, so lunch. I'm ready
well.
for lunch.
It is
Yeah,
still
I
dark
suppose
out.
we could do some luncheon.
I suppose.
We got all this meat.
Yes, we do. I'm glad you brought it up.
I can start mincing. I can start mincing
Do
some.
I know how to cook cockatrice?
I could
Only
probably
one
make
way
a
to
stew
find
out
out.
of them. Or at least I could help you make a stew with them. That
Well,
was usually chicken, but I mean, it's a bird. How
We don't really
different
have much
should it be?
Water to make a broth or anything though.
fair.
There's a creek flowing water.
That's all
or
salt water, though, isn't it?
The creek salt water, so it's still not
Yeah,
Yeah,
drinkable.
we probably wouldn't want to be eating anything too salty, considering we don't have a source of water right now.
well, that's a problem for you all. Meat
You
eaters.
drink water too, even if you're vegan.
I'm vegan. I don't drink
I only
water.
drink naturally sourced water.
As opposed to.
I don't. I
You
don't
with the
understand.
vegan-
I only
you with
drink
the
free
veg-
range water.
I don't. I can't.
If you're not doing reverse electrolysis to like synthesize me some water, I'm not drinking it. I don't know what you want.
Look, if you're not taking your own hydrogen and oxygen atoms and
And
making water that
combining
way, I
them
don't want
yourself
it.
like a peasant.
If you don't have your own personal aquifer, why am I drinking your water?
And it's not served in a premium container that is able to keep it cold for 24 hours.
I only
And
drink
it's
Fiji
also-
bottled water in
all
this
environmentally friendly.
Oh, you
magical
joke.
medieval setting.
All right.
Fiji water is so good.
It is.
It's
I can
just
see why
water.
it's like
Water.
$6. It's
It's
so much
just
better than
water.
normal water.
It's just water. It's
No,
just water.
Fiji water's better water.
No, what you're
It's
tasting is
just
the price
water.
tag.
Fiji water hits different.
So
I'm not
It really
spending
does.
$6 on a bottle of water when I get an entire pack for that amount.
so where
is-
we go?
We're getting off topic here, but Fiji water comes from an artisan aquifer in the Yakara Valley, a remote part of Fiji's main island.
See, they commit arson. It's in the name. It's terrible. Get this shit out of here.
The water is transferred directly into bottles before being exposed to air.
Aha! See, it does hit different.
Oh no, the air, it's gonna
air lets
contaminate the
water.
water.
Listen, air does make it
No.
worse.
Ian's dying. We have to keep going.
Oh, fucking.
Oh my!
That's 'cause Ian doesn't drink water. He can't relate to any of this.
You drink bottled water.
First
That's a
water
shame.
in months.
We are.
That's Dasani. Get out of here with your mute ass.
Hey, real quick, Ian, say something real quick.
That's
You
why I
can't
said.
hear you.
Ian's
That's
been
why
squeaking.
he's like muted or something.
Yeah, Ian's been squeaking. Yeah, he
Yeah,
squeaks
yeah,
every
you're,
once
like,
in a while.
squeaking.
Like a mouse.
You're selling a mouse.
Yeah, it just keeps on squeaking. Also, it did it when you spoke into that mic, the fucking silver one.
It's just me. It sounds like a squeak, Ian. It sounds like.
So all of a sudden,
says something-
Jackson gets polymorphed into a ferret.
What the shit? We're mice?
Unplug your mic and plug it back in.
I can't believe Ian just got Cheetoed.
Ian just fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks over here.
It was like it sounded like somebody was in fast forward, like somebody.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
right.
I
I
was
started
wondering
hearing
how
it.
that
I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, is someone's mic
Nothing,
like a
Ian,
weird
nothing.
thing from a YouTube video or something? And it was just like,
Oh, there we go.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your,
You're no longer
your
in
video's
squeaky fast-forward
desynced,
mode.
but you're no longer squeaking.
Okay.
He's not
So
desynced
you-
for me.
Well, were you trying to say something during that time then, or? Ian Jackson.
Yeah. To you, I yelled, "Shut the fuck up." No, sorry. I yelled, "Who cares?"
And then shut the fuck up.
When you started talking about the water, I was like, "Who cares?"
Listen, Fiji water's great.
Fiji
Don't
water is
Who
normal water that
cares?
has. It's.
I play D&D.
Wilder
perfectly
is
fine with my air
walking
touch
away.
water.
I'm following Wilder.
Are we not having lunch down here?
No, we should
That's
have.
what
This
she likes.
is where all the cockatrice are.
Why don't you and I
Celestial
have
Web,
lunch down
Celestial
here,
is.
darling?
And anyone that wakes up down here, we can just give them some food, a nice meal.
I'm gonna start
I'll be more
trying to
than happy
gather
to
some
eat
stuff
lunch
to make
down
a
here
fire.
with you.
Okay.
Wait, Lincoln, you want to go play some crabs?
We still no, we ate that shit.
Yeah.
Crabs? Yeah, we get more crabs.
Okay, so are you guys heading
Good
up
luck.
to the up top?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here,
I'll,
just
I'll,
go
I'll
ahead.
bring
we're
some,
gonna-
I'll bring some food down.
Are you taking
Okay.
Daisy and Chuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Celestial, we're gonna go.
Chuck is chilling in my hood. I
That's
can't not take him.
I don't know what Daisy's doing. I'm just sitting there. I'm just holding her. Just like
Okay.
being nice.
Okay.
Celestial, we're going to go get some food and then come back. If you want, you can come with us. But we'll
She
bring
said-
some down here for you.
She says, "Yes, if you could bring some back, I'll stay here in case anybody else wakes up."
Okay.
No, I'll bring some down here. Enough for some
Capiche.
people if they wake up too.
Do you know any spells for like messaging people over long distances? I think we'll be out of range of the message.
Yes, I'm sure I have something.
All right. Let me know if you
Can-
need help with anything. We'll come right
Can
back.
I spend a minute to draw the map of where our base is into the floor so they know where to go? So Lincoln doesn't have to come down here and.
Lincoln already.
So almost everybody who's here at least knows how to get down here. They came from above, obviously.
Yeah, but they need to know where
Lincoln
where we're set
Lincoln
up.
showed her the areas above where the
Yeah,
safe spot where we
did-
stayed with the tree and then the
Yeah,
bad
that,
spot with
can
the
we
terrible
can I
bushes.
draw that into the ground?
You
so
can,
people know?
yeah. I mean, yeah, you can. He showed her via an illusion,
Yeah.
a minor illusion. So
I was trying to draw into the ground and tell her, and just you know, point people to this if they need to know where to go.
yes, she says, "Don't worry, it's not that big an island."
I'm just
That's what I'm saying.
That ain't that deep.
She
bro.
says, she kind of just laughs and she says, "I appreciate the effort, though."
Of course.
Okay.
Oh,
So you
I'll see
guys
you soon.
head up. I'll go ahead and just so you guys don't have to worry about moving. I'm just gonna go ahead.
someone's not getting a large portion of cockatrice.
This is-
I just
For
drag one of the
nighttime.
cockatrice. I try and drag one of the bodies up with me because we need food. We need it for food.
Oh yeah, Lincoln will help you carry some stuff. I can carry.
Yeah. I try and
decent
carry
amount.
a few cockatrice up. I also have some of the screaming mushrooms. I don't know if they're edible, but
I don't
Okay.
think I want to eat
So
those.
as you get back up, you see Mr. Thorogood. He's currently looking through crates to see if he can looking for food. He's like, "Where's the blasted food here? Where are your supplies? Half of this stuff is rotten and useless."
Well, we were about to go get some food.
yes, as you can see, and I point to the 3 cockatrice we have.
Ugh.
Wait, you
Eating
could
those.
always, if you're such a prolific hunter, you could always hunt for your food.
Like we're about to.
And it's either eat this or starve.
Actually, yes. So you said you are a hunter. Do you want to go help us catch some fish and crab over by the beach?
He says, "I will take whatever you are cooking."
Oh, so you're not gonna help us? Okay.
He did just wake up from a very long nap. I can
Oh, yeah,
understand.
he
not
did just
wanting to-
he's just been waking up every single day for 4 months.
All right, we'll bring some
I
for
walked
you.
away.
Oh no, my torch is.
Oh no, here.
I grab more grain and just keep going.
Okay.
I'll just eat
Well, I'll
myself
just
towards I
continue
think where the
to
entrance
rain.
is.
Like,
I don't know if you can see the torch that I have on the map. You can drag a torch on the map.
No, I had one in the floor below, but then
Yeah, but you can drag another one onto this map.
that's too much effort.
You just okay.
Jules,
Hi.
on a hunch, I don't feel like going all the way over there, but can I check on all the ships and make sure that one has, or to see if one's disappeared?
Sure, you can
On
go
the,
check.
Yeah, I don't feel like dragging it all the way over there though. 'cause my
Oh yeah,
reflex
where's
flight.
that other guy that we?
Yeah,
So yeah, you go and let me- sorry, so just moving the stream.
These
view
taste
back over.
disgusting still, by the way.
Jackson will just say, "I have a hunch about something. Be right back."
So yes, you head over there. You do see one less boat than you saw
Alright.
when you guys came.
How
How many
many
boats
are
were there
left?
originally?
Three. There was. I think there was there 4 boats over
well,
there.
We didn't see the
So
elf.
It's
that's
5 boats. So
three.
there's 4 boats that remain. 4 of these
Alright.
rowboats.
We didn't see Dawson or whatever his name was.
Right,
Yeah.
I think he
That was
presumably
my
left.
theory. Okay.
Yep.
How rough is the sea? Like, can I see him moving?
Are you guys out of the tunnel there? Are you guys all coming out of the tunnel?
I'm coming up.
Okay.
We're all
Yeah.
outside.
I'd be going, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, let me move us back to the daytime map here, or the nighttime map, I should say. Actually, as you guys come out
Oh, right,
of
it was
there,
dark.
I mean, it was like
you are
early
going
morning.
to see it is currently raining as you guys come back out here.
Oh, yeah.
There is a light rain coming at the moment.
I'm gonna go and grab the footlocker and put it out so we can catch some rain.
There's the barrel up by the campsite too to catch water.
Oh,
as
is there a
well.
barrel?
I brought the barrel up from the beach to set up to catch water.
Okay. And
Having
is
both is good.
Never
Is
have
this still
any source of water.
There we go.
Oh, it's so blurry for so long.
yeah, sorry, it's just got
And there's still
load.
the giant hole on the map.
Oh yeah, sorry, I gotta move that.
There's a sinkhole just right in the middle of the cliff.
That's where. Okay. So.
Oh my god, guys, the island is sinking.
I'm gonna go up and start to. Do we have anything I can use to make a fire?
Oh,
Dude,
sorry. Hold on. Prestidigitation.
The thing is, it's raining.
Jules,
It's magical.
is this
How
map
about
like
you do bonfire?
is this map like darker than before?
Yeah, this map looks weirder.
It's if you look at the edges of the map.
It's got a rain
where-
texture, I think.
It's
Oh,
got
yeah,
a-
it is
it's got
raining.
rain. It's got a
Oh,
slight
wow.
rain, so it's
I like
overcast
that.
at the moment.
Okay.
I like
yeah,
that.
that's clever.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it looked a little
So-
more gray.
Jules made 3 versions of the same
I
map.
made nothing. So the credits for this map are Che and Peku.
Oh,
There'll be there's a description will be on the YouTube. I'll put a description somewhere.
good
Um,
job. You're very talented.
Yeah, and they
Yes,
work with
thank
the YouTube party. I'll have a link if you go check out the YouTube for last session 2. Their Patreons are linked there as well because yeah, they make beautiful maps.
Alright, where's our Patreon? Have a link to our Patreon yet, Julie?
Well,
Yeah.
you know,
Make a Patreon. Maybe someone will subscribe.
humble listeners, you should
Please don't.
give all your money to that Patreon because these
Yeah.
people deserve it for doing good work.
Yes, they make great maps, and you should support them. So
Yeah,
that we can get
what's cool
great
is,
maps.
yeah, they. Anyways, we'll
We need to get sponsored by them.
yeah.
We
What's
don't actually
great
have
is
a
like they
Patreon,
make
please
sometimes
don't.
if you
Oh,
subscribe at
cool.
higher level, they have multiple versions of the map. So was able to get kind of they have like a whole bunch of cool versions of this.
There's
we
like
need
a
to get
snow
sponsored.
version.
Putting this in so you can justify the payment. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so you guys are there. With that, you're able to restart the fire with the magical prestidigitation. You know, you think that with the fire, if you keep it fed well enough, it'll stay burning. But you could, you know, if you cover it, obviously, if you put
Right.
something over it to help, that would help
I
it.
make sure Chuck and Daisy aren't able to watch as we cook their parents.
Dude, Chuck's napping in my hood.
And I don't know
Yeah.
what Daisy's doing.
Lincoln, well, you're heading up over there. Jackson, give me a perception check as you search for the horizon to see if you see anybody.
I just want to see, you know, if he's dead or not.
At some point walking this way, I grab my bucket on a rope, by the way.
Okay. You see off to the north, just northeast of where you are of the island, you see off in the distance what looks like a very faint in the distance rowboat.
Alright,
Looks
fire
like our
all the
friends-
cannons at that rowboat.
Jackson will just call out whoever's listening. Looks like our friend made some distance. And he'll point northwards.
Well, storms are brewing. He picked a wonderful time to set sail.
I don't think that boat
I mean,
has-
we also kind of all three of us kind of went into a storm, so like,
Yes,
But that
I
was
can't
a
imagine he's going to live.
larger boat. I assume larger boats would be better at faring through.
They are better
storm.
at storm navigation, but even then, it's generally unwise.
You also
Yeah.
need a crew to maintain it.
Fair enough.
Correct.
I don't know how well one man's going to do.
Not
Yeah,
well,
you. I
I
mean,
don't think.
you're not sure. Yeah, you're not sure exactly how far away you are from the mainland, and he's definitely got a road ahead of him. The storm at the moment, it appears to be like a rainstorm, but the waves are a little bit choppier as there's a little bit of water, like wind blowing through. But it's not like full on like crazy storm like it was during the pirate fights.
Can I do the grass thing again, where I try and see what direction the storm, like the wind is going, and throw some grass in the air?
Sure, it appears to be more northwest this time. So it was just more north, straight north. Last time it appears to have it's moved a little bit to the west.
Well, if he goes more to the east, he'll get out of the storm relatively quickly, hopefully.
Who cares what happens to him?
I mean, I'd rather he don't die.
Hear,
Just rather
hear.
David spent months in, years in, all alone.
Yeah, he spent 2 years.
Whether he
down there,
does or doesn't, he's a stranger to us. Either he'll meet Davy Jones or he won't.
Who is Davy Jones?
We'll tell you when you're older.
He's out there.
It's another one of the weird things Damalia says.
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that.
No, that one's actually legitimate and not just a euphemism.
Like, can't you just say like,
So,
He takes shelter under one of the trees over here, and he's just like, so who is your chef? Who's cooking here?
I am.
That one.
Is that your purpose that you were built for?
No.
I
It was just a side thing that I did.
Well, do you all
Sir.
trust him as they turns to the rest of you? He
Sir,
knows enough not to poison all of us.
Medi
Sir,
is our
He did-
friend. I trust him. Don't you worry.
Medi just looks down. He starts to fucking cook, and he's giving him the smallest of all of the portions.
Do you want the poison that's in my back pocket?
Walder,
I
shh, Walder.
Hmm?
What are you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, sir, I think it's best, you're surrounded by individuals that are strangers to you. I think it's best if you don't know how to not insult people to just zip it.
He kind
Also-
of gives this like, fine, I will do my best to be.
I'm not sure you understand how insulting that
Attaboy.
is.
Sorry, Medi.
Medi's done
Rest
a fine
assured, you are
job.
very much appreciated.
He says, if you are able to get me off of here, I will be sure to reward all of you once we get back to Galdel.
Handsomely, I hope.
We'll see how the cooking.
What's his video?
Just
And as he says that, and he realizes, like, you guys give him a dirty look as he starts to say that he's my apologies, and kind of just keeps quiet.
Alright, I will start
That's
cooking, and I will give myself. Actually, does guidance work on that?
Yeah, sure.
It's a skill check. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't. Alright, and I assume me and Huntar leave at this point to go try and get some crabs before they kill us.
18.
yeah.
Okay.
The crabs
Actually,
turn to you.
I should have those on the gym. The crabs.
Aggro found.
The
That's
crabs.
when your tank stance off.
I take the salt out from in my pocket that I used for pocket sand to try and season it a bit.
I'm generating too much enmity in.
Damn it.
Medi, salt this
Stop shield
thing I
throwing.
have here. Salt it, please. Salt me.
Just there you go, Wilder.
Thank you kindly.
While they're asking Medi to
Why?
assault him.
Why do you want me to? Is there any particular
This is
reason?
the grains. Porridge. Remember porridge.
Ah, yes.
They're just grains right now.
The
You have
grains
turned
and
it
water
down.
and salt.
I
Oh, Medi
know.
Wilder.
I'm no farmer, but I don't think just putting some grains in a pot of water is going to make you porridge.
Two
I
of
feel
us
like-
are farmers. That's not how that works.
Yeah. Two of us know how to do this. It's not that.
Anyway, time for crab. Get out of
Time.
here. Huntar, please take me away.
Humanity return to crab.
Oh boy, you guys. Yeah, so you guys, as you guys are cooking, as you guys are starting to finish up your meal, you will see someone climbing up over the edge of the cliff.
Wait, did we catch any crabs?
Again,
The food ones.
no, the crabs
Specifically.
the crabs aren't out. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
Also, the prick
Damn.
is served. It has the smallest portion and is served last.
So you see, climbing up the rope that you guys have set over where the cliff edge was. You see what appears to be a halfling. Appears to be a younger halfling female. Comes kind of crawling out from there, and she is holding a couple of. You see, so here's as she comes up, she kind of as she climbing up, you see she drops like a couple of books like on the ground, and then pulls herself over, and then quickly gathers them up and tucks them under like her shirt, and she kind of walks over to the party, and she's going to say, Celestria said to come here.
Yes, come over
Hi.
here.
Yes, welcome.
I'm-
Hello,
Yes,
puppet.
hello there.
We're just
Maybe-
finishing up food.
She says, excellent. My name is Mila Rosewood. It is a pleasure to meet all of you.
A pleasure, Mr. Rosewood.
Kenneth, nice
Please
to
take
meet
a seat by the fire. You must need some rest.
I have.
Would you say she was
Yeah,
halfling?
she will come up next to the fire, and you see, she says, "Oh, it's so good to be out of there. That was, I'm sure." And she says, "Were all of you trapped in there? Were you statues as well?"
No, we freed
we're the
you.
we're the ones that slayed the cockatrice down there.
Yeah,
Our lordly friend knows your struggles, but alas, we do not.
She says, oh yes, I saw you as a statue." And she points to the Lord Marvel, and and she says, "I'm glad that you were able to get free, and everybody else here."
Miss Milo, you said, what year did you arrive to the island?
She says, I arrived on the 15th of Eliant in 1518.
All right. It's been
The same year as Dawson.
it's been
Wait.
a
No,
few
I'm sorry.
years.
I apologize. She came of 1520. She was here afterwards.
It's been a
After the-
few
Okay.
months since
Yeah.
you arrived here. Not terribly long, only about 2 or 3. But
Yes, she says, yes, it was relatively recent. I came to this island. I was trying to explore the cave systems. I had heard that there was rumors of artifacts down there. She says, I see. There was. It appears that the Celestia said that it was of the Shadow King, of the Fae. Is that right?
As far as we
Correct.
know.
we did
Yes.
find something of that sort.
You wouldn't have to know how far or how long it took you to get to this island from mainland, would you?
She says, yes, I know all about this island. She takes one of her books and she like flips through the pages, and then she like turns and shows it to you guys.
Lincoln
you
will
see-
hold his cloak over the book.
Yeah, and you see it appears to be like a map of the islands. So this island is about it's about 20 miles south of the Shipgrave Isles, which those of you who are familiar with Haurua, so here's the
Hey.
here's the map.
Okay, so we're just south of the general continent.
So the Shipgrave Isles you are about 20 miles south of there. So just would be just kind of it's an unmarked island in there. And she kind of as she kind of looks off in the distance, she says, "Yes, that's that island out there. That's the most southern island of the Shipgraves."
That is out to the Shipgrave Islands.
So like
Good to
maybe
know.
120 miles from shore. Okay.
So, I think I have a plan then. We could sort of island hop from island to island, taking a break for a day and carrying on.
Well, why are they
That's-
called the Shipgrave Isles? Out of
That's exactly
curiosity.
what
I
I
don't
was
want to be
thinking.
here long enough to find out.
She laughs. She says, "Well, you could take a guess."
Yeah, I imagine island hopping between them would be
Well,
somewhat
we're not
easier.
using an actual ship. We're just using small little rowboats. Shouldn't be too bad.
Yes, it's
imagine-
lovely if there's just known to be in this area is known to, the storms can kick up quite a bit.
I assumed it was more something under the ocean that was.
Yes,
capable of
well, they're not very deep. So if you have a larger vessel, you will want to be careful where you pass, or you want to circumnavigate them.
So small boats should be fine then.
We can even alternate with rowers.
Starting to get quite a few people though. We only have what, 3 boats left? You said
4. I counted.
4 boats.
How many can fit per boat, do you think?
Maybe 3 or so.
6, 7, maybe, if we really pack in.
You
Hard
remind
to
us,
row then.
well, don't worry, I'm rather small. I can fit wherever.
4.5 then.
Okay.
But yes, I think given the amount of boats there are, as long as we don't have any more individuals like Dawson, we should be able to fit the rest of the people onto the boats if that's really what you fancy.
We should make sure no one else takes a boat before everyone is ready to leave. I think
Yes.
that is something to prioritize.
And
I don't want to
So-
trap
one
anyone here, of
behind,
course,
don't we?
but if... Well, of course we don't want to leave anyone behind. But...
No,
I'd
we want
rather-
to leave a boat behind, yes?
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Leave a boat behind in case,
In
for
case
some
someone
reason,
wakes up
any of the other
afterwards.
statues wake up.
I mean, or our friend down there wants to leave. I'm sure she has a life she'd like to return to.
But we're not leaving just yet.
We'll be in the
Soon though.
future.
Soon, of course. But
Yeah.
And I don't know how long these studying things take.
Years,
ideally, we
years.
prevent people from just taking singular boats like our friend did before. And try and go as a group as big as possible to try and get back to the mainland.
Good.
So you guys are while while you guys are doing this, you guys cooking and waiting and talking to Mila too. You guys do get a short rest.
Oh, nice.
Woo, I get to use all those hit dice I haven't needed yet.
Pog.
So before
I get all
do
those
that,
spider things I haven't used yet.
I'm gonna before the long rest. Then I'm gonna use a
Short rest.
second wind. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a second
Yeah.
wind
I'll
before that.
do the same action. Well, hang on. Did I use my? Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah,
We can all spend a majority of the short rest just meditating with his sword again. Good job, team.
So you
Excellent.
are all. Are you? What do all of you do then? You are able to come here and save us all. She looks over at you, Wilder. She says, "You. What is it that you do?"
I am. Oh, I'm so thankful you asked me this. I am an environmentalist.
She nods. She says, "So that is probably why you had knowledge of the cockatrice."
Yes, that is completely correct.
And you, what was your name? And she points to you, Lincoln.
My name is Lincoln. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure. So, and are you all together? Are you like an adventuring party?
We
No.
we shipwrecked somewhat together.
Yeah.
Then we all got married. We're all a single couple.
I'd watch what you say.
I don't mind.
Wilder,
What are you fucking
Wilder
on
is-
about?
Wilder is a good jokester, but for the most part, I just hit things with the sword and block things with the shield. I know a couple of magical tricks here and there, but that's all.
She says, "Oh, you know that is good. I'm sure it came into good defense." She turns to you, Medi. She's, and I must ask. I apologize if it is rude, but where do you come from? I've heard of your kind before, but I've never seen one in person.
I just come from a small town up in the northern part of Halrua.
She says,
Lincoln will turn to our noble friend and be like, that is how you ask respectfully, by the way.
Where was I from? Fuck, where was it?
he kind of like
It's-
takes a bite of like the meat that he's been served, and it's just kind of, and he kind of just grumbles and continues eating.
I was up in the village called Ricola.
Ricola.
She says, but they don't. I know in the Nath there's the wizard temples, but I've never heard of them making Warforged before. They've made constructs for sure, but nothing that's as complicated and extraordinary as you are.
So I wanted to experiment with something.
Are you familiar with the Nath?
She says, I know of it. I've traveled through there. I like to go around and explore and look for things.
You
I,
ever...
this was
Okay, yeah.
more dangerous than I've ever bid off before.
Have you ever met a wizard named Tathos?
I'm sorry, I didn't spend much time around the wizards. They're a little
Would I-
too much for me.
Would I have ever
I
met
feel you.
that name?
I feel you.
What name for you, CJ? You
Is
asking?
the wizard he's talking about? Would I have ever
Tathos.
known? Yeah. Would I have ever known that?
No, you probably wouldn't have known that.
But yeah, I'm from the north. I'm a healer, the group, and also the cook, I guess.
And she, do you hand her some at this point?
Oh
Like,
yeah, I handed some of the
Did she-
cockatrice.
good. And you do well. Thank you.
Thank you.
And she kind of she says, that one over there who says he's not with all of you. She points to Jackson. What's his story?
Well, first off, I'm Jackson.
Pleasure.
Second off, I simply said we're not a group. We're just in this together.
We're all in this together.
Things together.
Do the dancing.
He says, so what is your story then? Where do you come from?
Coming from a place called Aluarim.
Oh, yes.
Make my living on the seas, generally, these days.
Pirate. Mm.
I'm a merchant.
Taking a page in Avengers book, I see.
I'd insight check, but I don't think I need to.
Like that guy
I don't think
Lincoln-
Lincoln needs to either.
Would you
You're
like
not
the
a
insight
merchant.
check?
Sure, I'll roll an insight.
Alright, I'll
Lincoln
cross
might
check, but I'll
believe you.
insight.
Lincoln might believe you. Who knows?
I believe you wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you guys seems to be
You
what
know?
he's.
He did know how much gold that bracelet was worth.
He does say it genuinely.
sense.
He says it with confidence. He says it straightforward.
No merchant.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
How the mind forgets.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln, give me a history check.
Boy, I'm supposed to be good at these. Oh, I did okay.
Hey, you are.
Dad owns Nintendo.
Dad owns Nintendo. Oh, shit.
Let me just make sure. You when you hear that he says that he's from Alarim, it does perk up as you are familiar with there, and you thinking back and you're sure that something seems to be sticking in the back of your mind. You're not sure, you can't quite place it, but something sounds familiar about that.
From
Anyway.
Alarum?
Yeah, it is Alaurim.
Yeah.
So, and she's then kind of says, and you, and it is, what was the name? She goes to you, Hunter.
My name's Huntar. You could say I'm from Krinatanos. I spent some time there recently.
She nods. I myself am from Beluir in Leorian. So you know that's the halfling country, Leorian. Um, she says that is where I am from. I have been trying to explore, like I said, all of the shining south here. There's so much to see and explore. She said,
I suggest you make your way to Cranadia. It's mostly your kind, so they'll be very welcoming to you. But they're pretty nice people overall.
she nods her head. I will have to do my best to spend some time there. Have any of you been to the Rarin Desert? And
Yep.
Are in 20s?
I've been there.
I don't believe I have.
she says, "You've been there?"
Mm-hmm.
Would I have ever done a mission there? Or an errand there? Probably not. But
So this is the Roaring Desert is if you guys are looking at the let me pull up the map here. It is this map. So it is the desert at the top there, above Dupont. She says you guys probably you would have heard of it as it was as it's just kind of like an impassable barren desert that nobody knows about. And she says she will when you say you've been there, she's gonna say, really, really, did you find anything there?
Nope. You see, what happened was that I went over towards the edge and I was like, I'm gonna venture in there. I'm gonna find some new creatures and everything and catalog them. And then I got too thirsty, and there's not a lot of things to eat, vegetation wise, so I had to turn back.
Oh yes, that's I think about what happens to most that try to explore there. She says someday,
Yes.
someday I hope to see if I can find any of the ancient ruins that are there.
Of course, there I saw two just from the edge,
She seems flabbergasted at this, and if I don't know whether you're lying or telling the truth.
lying through his teeth.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to insight because I'm pretty sure that's a fucking lie.
She doesn't have any like hesitation in believing you.
Okay.
And she waves over at you. I heard them say your name, Damalia, right?
Charmed, love. Damalia is correct.
How did you end up with the rest of these people?
I'm my own breed.
it all started when we parallel parked a boat too close to another boat. And
Double parking, one would say.
So there was two boats involved in your shipwreck.
Maybe
there were
three.
actually
Three.
three.
She says,
It
"Oh,
was
Another boat like to touch tips with ours.
it was quite the nasty storm, sort of drew us all in
Rammed it in.
together, and well,
Right.
whenever boats touch, disaster follows. It's quite tragic, really.
He says that
Many
is.
people
I can't
died.
imagine three boats going down all at once.
Oh
They
no,
were-
only
Quite
one
the
went
sight.
down. Two of them made it out.
Yeah, only ours went down.
Only ours went down.
I
That is
wonder why.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
But rest assured, I'm sure.
and and you and she points over at Vinny. She says, everybody else here has such interesting stories. What is yours? I don't even see that you carry a weapon. Well,
Yes. I was just a simple helper at the boat. I mostly do
Recognition at
tattoo.
conventions is my weapon.
Essentially, I am a tattoo artist. I go around for business whenever
They
there's
crush
need
baby
to.
chicken's heads.
Yes, they are. I also am known as a brute, a heel in the fighting circle, one would say. But that's just a hobby of mine. And I'm from Carball. Nice to meet you, Milo.
Also, I wouldn't have said you crush baby chicken's heads. That was CJ, not Medi.
oh, tattoo artist. I've heard of that. That's happening. I myself have always been a bit squeamish about that. It seems very interesting, but I couldn't think of something that I permanently wanted.
If you ever get
I
to
do
that
make
point,
a. Yes. I mean, no, those are rare, and unfortunately, the wizards are frowning upon me. That I make them. But I do make temporary tattoos if you just want to have one for like a couple of weeks.
He has some of those little like sticker sheets that you get from like a bowling alley, the little capsules that you put some water on your arm.
Does it,
I
does it
do
hurt-
have some of those too.
Do they hurt as much as the real ones?
Oh no, not at all. I have some that last for days.
Only
We
when you
need to
wash
put a
them
little water
off.
on there. I do have some that last for weeks. They're semi-permanent, but like I said, it goes off after your skin for like a couple of weeks. And then there's the permanent ones.
Well, if we ever get off of this island and back, I may have to come visit you then.
Yeah, go to a DB parlor. We'll be more than happy.
You see, she takes her book out and writes it down in one of her little books, like journals.
Oh man, Devin will be so
Jackson.
happy.
Jackson, you're from Alarm too?
It's a long story. More recently, I've been spending time elsewhere.
Oh, likewise. I've been doing a few things here and there outside of home, but that's where I was born.
As have I.
Sour stories, I'm guessing.
Story that I have to be drunk enough or trust you enough to talk about. And I'm neither of those things.
Alright, so drunk it is then. Someday.
Lincoln will
Drunk
put a
with
hand.
alcohol.
Lincoln will put a hand on like the really fancy like short sword that's like holstered above his normal sword. I'm like, somewhat in the same boat. If we become good enough friends, I might tell you. But for now, something I'd like to keep personal.
You
Oh,
hear,
Medi.
interrupting this, you hear from the over by the cliff face where you guys entered, a little help over here!
Oh, no.
Coming, dear.
Coming.
The chicken on the
Jackson?
fire and go over.
Okay. As you guys get over there, you see a human. It looks to be some sort of scout or something. Seems to be wearing a cloak of some kind.
Ooh, hello. Jesus, that beard.
See, he's got as he's
Not
as
good
he's
mine, but
as he's waiting there at the bottom of the rope. You see he's chewing on some jerky, and he's got like a little barrel. And he's like, "Hey, you catch!" Throws the barrel up. Lincoln, give me a sleight of hand check or dexterity check of some sort.
Oh God!
can I help Lincoln try and catch it?
Sure, both of you give me a check. Or
Please guide me. Give me guidance.
Are you gonna have time?
I have a dex score of +0.
I guide you, and I will say,
I have a score of +1.
I'll
gonna
give
say,
you advantage.
All right.
as Pops used to say, all in the legs.
Thank
Is this a
God.
reaction? Like,
So,
do you have enough
yeah,
time to guide
no,
us?
I said each of
Yeah,
you.
that's an action.
There's no guidance.
Damn it.
Just each of you give me a sleight of hand. So 18
Maybe
for
rolled an
Manny.
18 anyway.
Oh, okay,
it's
I
fine.
thought we could.
No. This is
No.
you don't have time to coordinate.
Oh,
But you do
18
know,
and
like,
19.
as the barrel comes up, you both kind of like grab half of it, and as you grab it, it's like you feel it sloshing around inside of it. It appears to be some liquid in there. He's like, I figured that would be our celebration for waking up finally. And you see he grabs the rope and he pulls himself up real quick.
Might have not had time to
I'll-
coordinate, but damn, are we on the same wavelength?
He,
Doing quite
you
good
see as he
spirits.
kind of swallows the last bit of beef jerky, and like the rest of the piston, puts it in like a little pouch. He's like, and he puts his hand out to all of you. He's like, Alec Thornripple here. Pleasure to meet all of you. I hear.
I look like a thorn ripple.
Alec
Can you rate that real quick? Alec Thornripple.
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
I'm gonna go back and grab some of the chicken, and I'm gonna bring it all the way down to
Damalia will shake the guy's hand.
I'll follow you. And as you guys start heading over,
And once I get down there, there was
Carry
a
the
giant
barrel?
barrel of salt, right?
yeah, he as you walk up to Bolia, what was that? I heard you say something.
She was just gonna come up and shake his hand. Damalia. Challenge love.
He takes your hand and pulls it in and gives it a kiss, and he says, "Well, the pleasure is all mine, my lady."
Oh no.
I like you.
Alex Thornerbolt in notes. Thought.
He says,
Yes.
as he kind of gives
Walk
you
away.
a little, he gives you like a little wink as he lets go of your hand, and then he goes over and like claps Lincoln on the back. Let's go, pop this keg open. It's time to celebrate.
Well, I'm Lincoln, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
Good man, good man. You're this kind. I can see that my saviors were sturdy folk, able to take on everything.
I try my best.
And he kind of just like walks off, just without waiting towards the camp. He starts walking around. He starts walking around, shaking hands to everybody, introducing himself.
I will carry the barrel by myself back to the camp.
Yeah, I give it back to him because I bring the chicken down to Celestia downstairs.
Okay, so you head down to Celestia.
There was a giant barrel of salt, right?
Yeah, there was a giant barrel of salt.
Would I be able to preserve some of the cockatrice meat in that?
You think that if you were to bring some of it back up?
No, I'll try and bring some of it up to preserve it, so in case she needs to stay here for longer, she can have some source of food.
Would you
As
like
go
a
down
sack
there,
to
you
put
see
the
one of
salt in?
as you go down there and you see one of the other crates that is kind of half open, and you look in it, and it looks like there's more like jerky. It looks like you guys really didn't check everything, and one of the barrels has some jerky in it. It's
So
probably where
nice
he
to have
got it.
emergency food better than let it go and rot down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you go down, and she thanks you. She says, "Well, there's only one other one that is whole. I don't know when they will come out of it."
She was turned just earlier today, so
Oh,
it'll
she
probably
says,
be tomorrow.
she's going to be like that for at least another most of the day.
Yeah,
She says,
sad, but oh well.
she says, well then, I don't need to stay here then. I can come on up with you.
Yeah. Alright.
And so she will follow you up and
I hand her one of the chicken sticks.
Drumsticks?
Chicken
like
sticks.
kebab style. Just
I assume I don't mean like drumstick. I mean like I assume we got chicken chunks and put it on sticks like a kebab.
Yeah, we got like some
Yeah.
kebabs going. Yeah.
I doubt I
Kebabs
ripped
are
off a
good.
cockatrice leg and put it over a fire. Like
yeah.
We don't need to skin it. We don't need to pluck the feathers.
no, the feathers add texture.
Yeah. Feathers and scales and all that jazz. Adds to the fiber of it.
God.
I go
So,
back
yeah.
and I cook a bit more for Alec.
Very good. He's like, so, you see Alex's, it is, I am glad that you are able to do it. I can see it was a little bit more than I thought I could take care of on my own. I chased my quarry down there, and I thought I had it cornered. And then it suddenly, poof, disappeared in front of me. And before I knew it, it was behind me. I don't even know how it did that. I've never seen anything do that. Not any natural kind of beast.
Nasty little ability, isn't it? We think it may have been the influence of that gate.
Yes, I saw the weird colors. And he looks over at Celestia.
It was
You,
lightning, specifically, I believe.
He says, yes, I saw the lightning. It's fixed now. And he says, were you the one who did that? As he points to Celestia. And she says, not me. It was, and she points to you guys.
It-
One of
I
them.
was the one that fixed it. Don't go. Hope that doesn't break again, because that lightning really hurts.
Medi took quite the hit for us trying to fix it.
He's like, yes, that is, I can imagine taking a bolt like that. Well, he's just, I'm surprised it didn't supercharge you.
Do you work
Yeah,
on
if,
electricity?
No, Medi laughs at that. He's fine. He's fine with him. He doesn't like the Lord over there. Lord's asshole. But if the other guys want to joke
Okay.
about it, fine.
Everyone else is chill, but thank God.
He was like,
They
"So
gotta
what were
protect us.
you made for?" It's like, "Haha, you're a robot." Haha. It's like
So-
it's,
Well,
it's one of them
everyone's
funny, one
up
of them
here.
insulting.
So
If everyone's
Lincoln,
up here, okay.
sorry. So Alec he'll take he'll pull out a mug that he keeps in one of his pouches, and he's going to take the little ale, like the little barrel that he brought up, and he's going to pop the top off, and he's going to pour out a cup of what appears to be ale in it. And he kind of steals it and he hands it to you, Medi. It's like, first drink is for you.
Oh, well, down the hatches, I guess. I just drink it, nothing happens to me.
Best.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Mr. Thornripple, was it?
Yes.
When did you get petrified?
I drink that water too fast.
There's-
Good work.
Well, according to what Celestria said, I guess I've been there about 4 years.
Well, welcome back to the world of the living.
You
Yes.
tell me, it has been hell ever. I thought at least one of those times that I woke up, I almost got away. They weren't nearby, but they have that damned ability to poof in front of you. It is impossible.
No,
Was-
you don't have to worry about that anymore. I assure you.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
we can assure
totally
you.
wouldn't. Don't have to worry about that no more. As Hunter slides a piece of cockatrice
Dude,
Almost as if-
no! No!
all the food we got.
Listen,
Don't have
listen.
any more
Take that
trash with
back.
berries.
No. This is fine. Chickens will eat anything.
We have
Yeah.
grain.
It gobbles
Cannibalism
it up.
is not
No,
okay.
chickens will eat literally anything.
Yes,
It's
but
fine.
we still have grain, which would be more appropriate than its own parents.
We also have
Doesn't
berries.
need to know.
Yeah.
Hey, it might be its brother.
No.
It could be Uncle Steve. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone hates Uncle Steve.
But while everyone's like, mingling and stuff, Lincoln will walk over to where Grandalder was and just like
Oh,
knock on
oh,
the trunk a little.
I was gonna go
bit.
and do that too. What do you know?
Yeah, just to wake him up.
Okay. You guys, as you knock on the tree there, Grandalder suddenly begins moving. You see Marvel, Thoroughgood. What was it? The blaze is going on.
No. Everything's
Lord
fine. Everything's fine.
Thurgood.
He is our friend.
He doesn't wait. He gets up and like runs off to this over here. What is wrong with this place? Everything about
While,
it is
Noble
while he's
Riptide
freaking
says.
out,
I'd appreciate if you
Yeah.
don't treat our friend that way.
I'm just gonna be leading on the treant.
while he's freaking out,
like we're
prestidigitation,
bros
the
now.
same thing from before,
God.
makes it seem like he just soiled himself from fear.
Just absolute chat himself.
He's like, all right.
It's running down his pant leg.
Who did that?
What are you
Just
talking
hey.
about? Are you okay? I think if you have not so much control of your sphincter muscles, do you?
I've heard of this thing
Not
called
this
IBS
again.
before.
He starts stomping off and like into the as he goes off to like Buey. You see Grandalder kind of as he comes. So, hello, little friend.
Grandalder,
As he looks down at
hello.
you, Jackson.
Good evening.
Hello, Grandalder.
Hey,
He's like,
Why, hello there.
you have multiplied. Have I been sleeping that long?
it's only been about a day.
Well, okay.
No, it hasn't even been a day. It's been a few hours.
Yes. You
We're
know,
happy to report to you that we've dealt with the problem, as far as we can tell.
yes. Yes, now that you mention it, I do feel that whatever that was, the energy appears to be gone. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Pleasure is ours.
Oh, this isn't too close for comfort or anything, is it? Point to the fire.
He's like, no, you're fine. This, and he kind of holds his hands out. This will clear anything. It clears the air of any impurities and poisons, and will keep me nice and safe from that fire.
Keeps me safe from the chemtrails.
He's going to look over. Celestria, it has been some time since I've seen. And she says, "Ah, yes, Grandalder. It is good to see you again. It has been apparently many years since we have talked." He's like, "It has been many years."
Good friends reuniting with each other. That's always
Ain't
good
it
to see.
Says, what are your you've solved it? What plans do you have following? What is next?
Oh,
What was it, by the way?
It was a broken orb to a portal.
I believe our
Yeah, you
friend
know
Wilder
there's-
can explain it well.
Yes.
Oh yes, I can explain it with exacting detail. It was cracked lightning, everything came out.
What
And
the
that was it.
portal does, Wilder,
I
not
thought you would refer to the Feywild or the
Oh yeah, the
shadow.
Feywilds and the
touched
shadow
or
hand. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
anything.
yeah. The technical stuff.
Hey, you know there's a portal to the Feywild down there that some dude called the Shadow King used to come through, and he's left some marks on this area? I believe that's what you meant to say, Wilder.
I said it. I said it
That.
in the best way
That's what I was
possible.
referring to.
It's been so long. I had forgotten that he was.
It's a big cat.
That name, I hadn't heard it in so many years. I'd forgotten entirely that he had used this island to come and go.
Do you notice what happened to him?
This is, his followers. They were the first people to carve out the caves below. They, after many years, though, they left and never returned.
Seems pretty peculiar.
It was about that time that I felt the presence of the corruption.
So they left after the crystal broke. Maybe one of them broke the crystal? One of them's maybe wasn't entirely loyal?
Celestia, did you, in your investigation, did you find anything that might give us a clue as to what happened?
It does appear that it appears that there was some damage. It was physically damaged. It's hard to tell now that because it was repaired, but what caused it. But
We wouldn't have.
again.
She said,
I mean, we wouldn't have been able to study if it wasn't repaired. So
she says it was likely, but my previous thoughts that it must have been one of the cockatrices probably is not true. Their beaks would not have been hard enough to crack
it
it.
was a pretty large crack in the orb. I don't think a cockatrice could do that.
Yes,
You
I think
that
it
they
must have been
sabotaged the portal on the way out?
destroyed on purpose or by accident.
If I had to guess, it's probably on purpose.
I didn't want anyone to follow them, maybe?
That could be it.
Or to stop anybody from coming through.
Well,
I
that's
think-
a mystery.
Thinks we could all agree that repairing the magic in it probably isn't the best right now.
Yeah.
I am inclined to agree.
You wouldn't
So,
be able to anyway.
and considering how, like, they probably broke it for a reason.
it's not really our concern.
She says the portal itself is not harmful. I mean, it only leads to the Feywild. It is how I came here, and how I would hope to be able to return.
I just meant what's on the other side of that portal. Just because it goes to the Feywild doesn't mean it goes to the good part of the Feywild. There could still be Shadow King worshippers on the other side.
Is it something like where there are multiple portals in the Feywild, and all those portals lead to this one, or something?
She says I do not think that was a problem. I mean, even 150 years ago, when I came through, the Shadow King and his followers had started to his court. They turned their attentions elsewhere. We're not even sure where he is, or we think that something he may have. We don't know what happened to him, but him and his followers aren't around anymore. At least not in the Fae. Or she says, well, that was 150 years ago, apparently. So
Probably
What was
running
that
one of the
statue
schools.
of him down there in that cavern, hidden behind the chosen one.
With
sigil.
the bracelet.
Yeah.
she says, yes, this is. If they were worshiping here, then they probably. Then I would imagine it makes sense that they'd make some sort of statue or homage of him.
Also, just make sure we remember we do have someone else down there that's still a statue that will be turned back in a day or so. Don't want to forget her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, we
on
could
one hand,
probably
she
deal
was
with-
one of the pirates. On the other hand, I think she'd get along well with a lot of dickwad over there.
True.
And she's still a person. We should still try and save her, even if she did try and attack us.
Agreed.
That's debatable.
Well, I mean, 2 of our own are pirates.
Yes.
They're with
True.
us.
I mean, 2 of our own tried attacking us.
Yeah, but it's different circumstances. One's like frozen, and there's nothing we could do about it. The other 2 schmucks we kind of gotta live with.
Well, I mean, we
I
might
mean,
as well
they're
wait.
not
for-
just frozen for all eternity either. They're going to be back in about a day.
We might as well wait for the storm to pass anyway. By the time it's gone,
Yeah.
she'll probably be
I
untouched.
do need to rest. We do need to have some form of water, and I can do that. I just need a bit of a rest.
Also, there are still those weird plants to the southeast. I mean,
Grandalder will say, "You have not dealt with the plants yet."
We should go.
we
and
haven't
try and
really
deal
had a
with it.
chance, unfortunately.
Yeah,
only
we
just got
had to
back up from below.
we had to fight like 20 cockatrice down there,
He says,
as you can see. And I like look at our bountiful harvest of chicken meat.
yeah, he laughs and says,
Dude, we got
Well, when
nugs
you
for
do-
days, baby.
"Be sure to prune those infections out, root and stem."
We will. Don't worry. We will.
I'm gonna need to remake Jimmy then.
Did Claire's camera go off for anyone else?
Yes.
No,
No.
Still on for me.
There's camera's
Here.
frozen.
really good.
Oh, it's frozen. Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, it's.
She's
Uh,
good.
Claire, you're dead.
She's good. Stop
If you
clicking
can
your
read her
tongue out,
hand
Claire.
real quick.
And just turn off your camera and turn it back on again.
We lost Claire. She's dead.
Well,
Damalia
Claire?
dies.
There we go.
There she is.
I'm also
Oh,
I'm gonna
cool.
make Alec one of the big portions because he looks like a big guy who needs more food that can help us kill shit.
So about this
Oh,
ale here, is it? Now that Medi's had his drink, is it free for all?
He says, "Of course, take some. Drink up."
Oh, thank God.
I mean, if you're offering.
Says, "It's not mine. I don't even care. I just found it down there."
And if I'm not immune to poison. I just have resistance to poison, so I can get drunk, but it takes a lot. I'm a heavyweight.
Literally.
He said he kind of raises his cup that he's got. He said, "Here's to pirates and what they like to leave behind." He takes a drink.
Here.
I mean, here.
Goodbye,
Cheers.
I suppose.
Hunter's gonna empty his water skin and just fill it with ale.
That's a good idea.
God,
It's a
you
lot
What
of
the
water
night it
we could
is.
have saved.
you guys are going to be so dehydrated in the morning.
You know
You're,
what?
you're eating salty chicken and you're downing cups and cups of ale. You guys are gonna have the worst hangover.
Not to be that guy, but shouldn't we save the celebration for not here?
Well, it's
Perhaps
not like we
maybe
could
on
take
land.
the ale
Well, I
with
mean, the celebration is that everybody here is alive so far.
Yeah.
And
We can't really
also-
do much anyway. We have to rest.
Yeah.
It's not like we're gonna be able to bring the alcohol back there. We can have another celebration when we're back, just for us.
Yeah.
Why not have a celebration right now to lift everybody's spirits?
You hear from
So be it.
the beach off to the north. You hear, "Oh God, damn it!"
I was
filthy
just about to go. I was just about to go check on the perilous hunter out there. I'll be right
I'll
back.
go check it out.
Let's go, Damalia. Let's see if he needs help.
Are
He
you
died.
going to
Well, I
need
heard
assistance?
He died.
You came
Hang
back
on.
bloodied last time, Lincoln.
dude. The
No,
crab.
I came back with 0 damage. Huntar came back bloodied last time.
Yeah, you.
I
I'm,
wasn't bloodied. It just took a chunk out of my leg. I was.
You took
fine.
6 damage.
My lord,
Yeah,
are
and that's
you-
not bloodied.
Well,
As the
look at
three of
you.
come over to where he is. You see, he is bare-assed as you come over to him, and as he's got like his clothes, he was trying to wash them in the water. Seemed to be doing a poor job of it. And you see what appears to be a rock, and you see crab legs sticking out from under it.
Damalia
Fearless
is
hunter.
sees a man pantsless and is dry for the first time in her life. She's like the fucking Sahara.
Yeah, he's got. Mm,
There, are you all right?
He turns and sees you. He's like, "Of course I'm not. These damned crabs. They came up and."
I did tell you about the crabs on the beach. I did say we were going to go try and grab some. They
Yes,
just came up.
Hang on.
Well, now we can take that one.
He just soloed one. He did more than Huntar's done this entire campaign.
He's also ass naked.
Dude, I have 5 kills, motherfucker.
I have 1 kill, but I am making us food and water, so I'm fine. I am. Am I gonna be the utility of the group?
So
Yeah, that's what Wolfie was.
I'm
As he
perfectly
kind
fine
of-
being utility. I love being that type of stuff.
So as he kind of realizes, he kind of gets over it. He's looking down, like you see him reaching down and grabbing like his calf where it looks like it snapped at him, and then he realizes that he is pantsless, and he covers himself up and
Yeah,
moves into the water.
Is it more of this or more of like this?
Jesus.
You don't really,
There's no need for that.
even there.
Ugh. Because I really want it to be this.
I'm gonna
We can
use
imagine it. We don't
Julian.
need to go
I'll
into
use interception to shield my comrade's eye.
detail. Damn you!
I just shout down, bring him back up here, and I can patch him up.
What, Lincoln?
He says,
if you wanna
"I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's just a crab."
All right. Well, there's ale whenever you come back up to the
Alright, you can let
campsite.
that wound get infected for all I care.
You're not there. Shut up.
I start walking away as soon as he says he's fine.
No. Yeah, he just, he realizes he's a bit embarrassed, even more so than he was.
We can return the crab unless you would really like to.
He, sure, take the crab, whatever.
Great, Lincoln. Can I have my eyes back?
Oh, he stopped after you said. no,
Okay,
stop.
thank you. Better places you can put your
He
hand.
literally
You
just T-posed with his shield and put it down.
know. Picks up the crab, walks away. All right. If you need anything, let us know.
I'll be right there. Just having to clean my pants thanks to your friend.
Hi, my lord. He does like a joke or two.
Hey, Medi, I went to check over. It's just a prick. He's fine.
Do you want to hunt any others while we're here, or should we just head back?
Well, I'll just head back for now, to be honest.
Fair enough, then. You may follow me at your leisure.
Right.
Ink. If only my trackpad will cooperate.
Oh, trackpad.
Oh, Damalia.
Okay.
I'm
You will see
the best.
after you guys get back. You see he will return his trousers to his bottoms and follow you guys up.
We do have a fire. You should probably, dry them.
Medi.
Wearing the wet ones.
Extra rations. She hands over the crab.
She hands you a smashed crab.
Hey, you only need the legs anyway. It's fine.
Would any of you guys like
Bro.
some crab legs? I'm sure I can do something with them real quick.
No.
Yes.
I'd love some, thank you.
Yes, don't mind.
I'll try and cook one for. I'll take like one of each leg and pass them around after I cook them.
Okay.
You see
gonna
Vintash
eat that.
correctly open up.
Just stuck in.
What was that, Vintash?
I was gonna say you see Vintash correctly opens up the legs and then starts eating it.
Okay.
Now I'm looking at. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we're gonna go tackle those bushes and then sleep and
I think
then
maybe we
get
should,
off this
I
island.
think a rest would be in order. It's
Yeah.
been a long
Yeah.
day.
I'm pooped.
We've only been gone for a couple of hours since we woke up.
Yeah,
and
but
then
we did
were
have
gone
a
for couple of
huge
hours.
fight.
There's also a lot of people here now, and we have time to kill anyway. It'll be easier to fight when it's not raining, and then we can go get our last friend from underneath, and then we can prepare to leave.
Alec will say, "I can help you," and Celestial will also say, "I can help too if you are all a bit tired. We can help."
The rain is will take some hit on my aim, I think, but I should be fine.
I can also still be fine. I can be effective as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
I'm not
terribly tired.
I can still be a bit effective too.
You sure, Medi?
Yeah. I mean, I have a mace on my hip, so
Oh no, he's not telling you you're useless. He's just saying, are you sure you like? If you're good to go, then we're good to go.
I'm good. I didn't do too much today.
All right.
Let's go root out abominations.
We have like a hunting squad.
Grandalder, we'll be back. We're about to go prune some shrubbery.
I go up to Grandalder and I tell him keep an eye on that one, and I gesture towards the noble.
You see Grandalder says, "Don't worry, my reach is long enough." And he reaches out towards him, like, and like one of his branches like swings within like a few inches of where he is.
Where are these bushes again?
Over here, and I point over to the other end of the.
Damalia.
I love antagonizing the prick. It's
I
so
got
fun.
wings. I'm good, man.
Over here. I point over there.
Wonderful. She'll notch an arrow and just pull back. All right.
Just
if one of you
just
wants
look
to.
at. Yep. Okay. Just look for the tree that I punched down. It's somewhere over there.
Medi will pull out his light crossbow and take aim as well.
Wilder,
He doesn't want. I
sizing
don't want to
up
go
his
into the bushes.
range.
Jules,
I don't need to be over there.
when did we get a short rest?
We got back
while you were eating and around
Okay.
the fire.
Then could I have attuned to the sword?
Yes,
Hell yeah.
you were being awful quiet. You can say that you were probably doing that. Celestia is going to say. Celestia will say. So where is? Ooh, let me move the stream over.
Vintash, show the expert on
Yep.
this particular subject. What did you see?
I go over here and I punch the tree or punch
All right,
the
wait
bush.
till the DM is still
Okay.
ready to go.
Quickly, get everything done now before he has a chance to react.
Look, if we all attack at once before he's ready, he has to let it happen.
I pull out my
Yeah.
flamethrower and spread napalm across the island. Everything dies.
It's the scene from Far Cry when you're burning the fucking.
The weed.
Yeah, you're burning all the weed.
So you see Vintash goes over this tree, just starts punching this tree. While he's punching that tree, you're gonna see the bushes over here are going to come alive over here, totally away from where he's at. And
Vintash.
Vintash, that's the wrong tree.
Oh,
What? It did attack me over here too.
everybody goes.
Damalia's just gotta quickly switch her aim.
And it's just one punch.
One punch.
On this in one punch, man.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's give it a little bit.
Please roll lower than a 15. Please roll lower than a 15. I want to be able to use his fucking ability.
Oh fuck, these are all out of range.
Okay. Let me see here.
Please don't go
Okay,
first.
let me get these guys in. There's that one. Let's see. This one. And then let's get these two little guys in.
I mean, your wish is granted. They're rolling lower than a 15.
Awesome. I mean, I
Okay.
think one
Unless
of
that
them
one
can
is
roll
one of our
lower.
NPCs.
Yeah, let me see. That's right. I have to get them in too.
Oh shit, we got rolled higher than the shrubs. Oh, this will be a picnic.
Holy shit, I'm first in initiative. This never happens in any game I'm in.
One of the NPCs.
Welcome to the roguelite, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait till you
Man,
have
not
plus,
sad.
like 40 to initiative.
I think at the end, Hallie had like a plus like 6 or something. I can't remember.
Contemplating taking the alert feat so I can get +5.
Just to put yourself ahead of
Just-
Ian.
Well, because I have a
can't win
+0
anything,
right now.
Can I? Can't
Like
win
Lincoln's
ever?
the. Well, no, Lincoln's the front line, but I have a +0 to initiative,
I'd
and
actually,
half of you
Yeah,
are
no, I
Dex.
feel bad.
honestly, I'd prefer to go later in the initiative in case anybody gets hurt really bad.
Exactly. There's an ideal order to.
You are first to go.
Alright, well, I want to take this slightly far away. Can I,
Right? It's so unfortunate.
Can I move 40 feet just because I want to?
You know what? Ask me next time.
So, I'm going to dash up to here, take my new sword out, and just hold my attack for one approaching me.
Okay.
Oh, we got level
So, when an enemy enters 5 feet of me, I'm going to slash.
Wait, no.
Okay. Very good.
I don't think he actually used the dash action part. He just said he dashed.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
Were you talking shit?
No,
No, I was questioning my
you said you dash forward, but you didn't actually do the dash action.
That gives you wall.
I was wondering if I was a little behind the rest
I
of
think
you.
we.
Oh, you're good.
It's Medi's turn. Sorry, it skipped a second. There you go.
Medi
So I'm going
cast
to-
dimension or disaster blade or whatever.
I cast Meteor Swarm.
Oh no!
And
I didn't know that.
Oh my.
I fire a shot at this one down here.
Medi with his sweet light.
Oh, why is that plus
Ooh.
1? Oh, that's because I have to have lightning on.
It is however a crit.
Ah!
Damn.
Which
Max
one-
damage.
Which one were you shooting at?
I was shooting at this one.
Okay, very good. That will hit for 7.
I am sad because that was a crit and I got a 7.
Maximum
Okay.
damage.
I'm gonna go over here, 30 feet, and I'm looking at this. I remember the last one. I hated it.
I remember you, Bush.
And I'm gonna right hook it.
Okay.
You ever just punch a bush? Just
Yeah,
stick
the-
your arm
Hashtag
in
this-
there.
The
Hashtag
one I
this
shot was the
disgusting.
one that scared me when I first got on the island.
Stick your hand in there, rip out the center of the bush.
Just
Rip out a
hold the
branch.
bush. Your
Yeah.
arm's all cut up from like the twigs and sticks, but you're holding the bush.
So, so just so it's not, you can see, it is not quite as ridiculous as that sounds. Let me give you this.
They're like living twigs.
Vintage.
Yeah, they're like
is
stick
Vintage.
people, aren't they? They're like weird stick creatures.
Oh, that didn't work.
That did not work. Oh, well.
Amazon.
Vintage.
Should have been being on the first part.
Amazon.
Oh god, I have to open it.
Sponsored by Amazon.
So
There we go.
Is the one that you see is the one in the top right? Is the one that he's punching in the middle? The middle two are the ones are the little guy in the bottom right.
Oh, baby.
Kill it.
Did you just call it a baby?
Sweet baby, yeah. That's a
It
sweet
looks
baby.
like.
Oh no,
you
I
can
see that one. I
there-
thought it was part of his legs.
You can see it is sturdy enough to punch.
Okay.
So yeah, you punch it, it hits.
It hits.
You so you literally punch right through the chest of this thing, and it just.
And I look at the tree that I punched off.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, you just punch right through it, and the rest of him literally just crumbles away into
You have a
branches.
nice,
on the
you have a
ground.
nice wood bracelet now, where its guts were.
God, I wish I could deal damage.
Now
with
you're the
melee.
chosen one. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's what I
We
took.
can-
I will move. Hey DM, can I move 40 feet because I want to?
You know what? For you, ask me tomorrow.
Oh, no, you should have said, you know what, for you, no.
I'll move to here, so I can be within range to protect my buddy.
Sweet.
And then I will hold my action for if any of them come close to slap the shit
Oh,
out of them.
Wilder.
Devin. Nice.
I will run up here, and I will shoot this one with my bow.
Okay.
Oh, run towards me so I can protect you. Ooh,
Thank God for advantage.
Your advantage because of just checking.
Bring-
Because
Ranger.
they haven't acted initiative yet.
I see. Okay, very good. That will hit.
That was such a nice addition to fucking town.
So yeah, your arrow bolt pierces right into it, and you see it just kind of falls to the side. And
Oh,
I'm the best.
Vintash is pumping, huh?
Wilder.
Pumping and fisting. Look at us.
I'm aiming for this one with chill touch, like so.
Dude, he's got the wood.
Hang on, I gotta move the stream over so I can see where you are.
Oh, you're not using Eldritch Blast.
Wilder is over there in the corner on the other side of the
Dude,
garden.
he's playing a fucking strategy game. He's moving his units up the field.
We're Wilder's the fucking leader. We're all of his pawns.
He's like, all right, the fucking cavalry's on the left flank. We need to commit more on the right.
I mean, I can see all.
Just
Does a
target there,
14 hit?
Wilder.
Fucking
didn't get-
vegans.
Wilder, which one was the target? I missed it.
This one.
Okay, very good. That hits.
Boop.
Yeah, as this one, as it grabs onto it, you see like any life that was in the branches and stuff suddenly seems to kind of wither away, and you see the twigs and the vine blight or the twig blight that is, just turns like the wood turns gray and starts to kind of become ashy as it falls to the ground.
I should
Well,
just use
just
my
just gonna
crossbow.
go.
Damalia.
Alrighty. Well,
All right,
I'm-
there's one left. It's at 3 HP. I think you got them.
It's probably.
don't do this.
I wish I could get a kill, but.
Alrighty, with the notched arrow in the longbow already, she's just gonna swivel around, try to take stock of everything, try to take stock of the wind, and loose
She
on
lets
the
loose,
last blight. I'm gonna.
It's level 1. I pray that hits.
Are you doing something?
I'm debating whether or not I should use my inspiration.
Don't use your inspiration for this half-dead tree
Please
thing.
Don't. We still have like 4 other people that have to go before
Does a
anything.
13 hit?
A 13 hits.
I
Woo!
assume it has like the AC of a 9 or something.
6.
And it's dead.
Yes.
Honestly,
Very
I'm just gonna say I think I'm going to have the least kills in this game.
good. So, well, that's,
That's alright.
you know.
It doesn't
Figure
matter.
out the
I like the
save
utility.
count.
I stopped Vintash from bleeding out earlier, so.
Perfect.
Very good. Yeah, so you are able to deal with them, no sweat. As you guys mop up all of them, you see Celestria and Alec are both just like, you see Celestria's got like a firebolt she's ready to cast, and Alec has got what does Alec have? I forget. He's got a longbow, and
He
looks
has his
like,
award-winning smile.
and then he's like kind of had to go like, all right, shoot that one. No, wait, this one. No, wait, that one.
Oh man.
Forget to
Not-
control. He's like, you see, Alec is just gonna laugh. He's like, well, I can see why you guys are the ones that freed everybody. He's like, I barely even had a chance to pull my bow out.
Next
Real quick.
time, Dev.
If
Well,
someone
before
needs
we-
healing and I refuse to heal them, does that count as a kill?
That counts as a betrayal. So yes.
Medi
Good.
walks up, heals one of the trees just to beat it himself.
I mean, you
Spare
can keep
the
doing
dying.
that over and over.
Knife.
Walks up to enemies
can't-
and he's like, you don't die until I say you die.
Julian,
I want to level a fucking paladin so I can just lay on hands into people and torture them.
Julian,
Oh
can I
my.
check the like tree line area here for any more of them, or like any roots or anything that are like still corrupted?
You can see kind of where they were, where they had rooted in and like seemed to be where they stopped. And you're able to kind of like, easily scoop out the dirt kind of there from around and check to see if it's spread, and you're able to kind of pull out any remaining little roots and things that seem to be there. You seem to be able to clear it out pretty quick.
I take one of the root people for firewood.
Jesus. We're a fucking
Wood, they're
party of
dead.
we're a party of
Jesus.
war crimes.
No, I love the dichotomy of, ooh, little baby monster chicken. We're going to use this dead tree person for firewood.
I mean, they're dead wood. What are we gonna do? Let them rot there? Like, come on, might as well
Yeah.
use them.
It's dead wood. We probably don't want to release that into the atmosphere.
Oh, let's say I got dead wood, but
That's not a
That's
good
not
thing.
a you problem, Wilder.
Hey, by the way,
Wilder, if you need to talk to a doctor, I'm here.
Wilder,
You
this
need to
is for
talk
you.
to a more specialized person
Hold on,
with
what
those
is-
things. Damalia is right over there.
yay!
Look, Wilder could only get off if the person's dressed as a head of cabbage.
Remember, tune in to twitch.tv/theadventurelinks every Saturday.
Don't worry, if we get banned on
So-
Twitch, we can go to YouTube.
This might be a good time to put in your sponsor.
We
We have
have
Prime
It's
content.
Premiere.
That's why you should subscribe
I'm
to
an
our Twitch Prime.
environmentalist.
Go back to camp.
We
I
talk
already
about
went back to
vegans
camp.
having
Excuse
sex
you,
with
Julian.
cabbage.
Yeah, this is some Prime gameplay. That's why you should subscribe to us with your Twitch Prime.
We don't have a
Also,
subscribe button yet, CJ.
Don't we have some
Do
good
it anyway.
T-shirts that could be sponsoring? That we're sponsoring?
I don't know.
Oh,
No,
Artistic D&D tees. You should check them out.
At
Yeah, Throw it in the if you can, if one of you guys can do the link in the chat, maybe, or you could do the.
We should get one of the bots in Twitch. It just plays it. Everyone that just posts it every once in a while.
No.
We'll see about that. You guys will have to help me as far as getting that goes, because
Uh,
I'm a professional streamer and know what I'm talking about.
The
Look, we have a
chat will
virtual
only be filled with
streamer,
those
Ian
messages.
322 over here.
Twitch.tv/Ian322. Stream
Alright,
Got
camera
it.
over.
I got it. I'll put it in.
Damalia, let me pull you back over to the party here, unless you're staying there for a reason.
Wait, no! I put a thing in the chat! Are you kidding me?
What?
Get fucked.
I wanted to see if there was
Outplayed.
anything of note on the twig blight bodies.
You're coming back to camp and you're gonna like it.
You're coming back.
Noted.
Fucking Grandalder just
There's
reaches his
nothing
arm
there.
all the way across the island and drags you back by your head.
Searching for. Sorry, I didn't move yet. You're still there. Camera's
I-
still focused on you, Damalia.
I assume
May
Grandalder like
Fucking
grew,
show.
he can just make his limbs grow.
May
Go
I
on.
check the blight bodies for something that might be of use to me, like my arrows or like anything that might be important?
Give me an investigation check.
19.
Okay. You're able to recover your arrow. It appears to pierce through it. It doesn't appear to have been damaged. As you look at the bodies, you see in one of them, it appears in where there's damage inside of it, where it's kind of split apart. You see on one of the branches, there appears to be a little ring, a silver ring, that has appears to have a pearl on it. It just kind of
Fine.
it looks like it just kind of grew around it.
Dude, that branch was fucking engaged and/or married, and you just slaughtered it.
And
And
we
I'm taking
engaged
the
it
ring.
It
in
had
combat.
3 children. Come on.
Alrighty. I'll take the ring. Does it have anything like engraved on it? Is the pearl worth anything special?
It looks like it might be like if you sold it, you might be able to get a few gold pieces for it.
Is it worth 100 gold so we can cast Identify?
Yeah, can we
You-
give it back to the person who gave us
I
their
would say-
$100 fucking pearl?
They're $100.
Give me an insight check at advantage.
Oh, the pearl's not consumed
Sure.
in Identify.
yeah, it's
Oh, is it
not.
not?
consumed.
Oh. I gave her back her pearl.
Insight.
I'm like, oh wait, I forgot I have this. And here you go.
Oof.
Ooh.
Uh,
And now
7.
you can use your
Not very wise.
inspiration.
Do you want to use your inspiration now?
It seems so worthless. Nah, I don't care.
Okay.
And the missed shot on the tree wasn't.
Mhm.
Damn.
The missed shot on the last
Get
of 4
fucked.
trees that have 10 HP each when we had the action economy of a god.
We had that. That one tree could have moved like 2 inches, and it was gonna get shot by 30 people.
Yeah.
2 of
If I
us were
moved to the
holding
right,
actions if any
Link
of
and I
them
were
came
gonna
near
fucking
us.
stab it.
Yeah.
They had the open field of our sniper battalion in between.
We had fucking 3 people sniping, someone punching
We
trees.
had a guy on a cliff who could just capture 100 feet away.
Alrighty, I will just, nice ring. Yoink.
Yeah, you've seen plenty of pearls before, but you don't as that's pretty common where you're from. But you never really paid too much attention to their worth.
Yeah,
So.
just sort of do the checks, make sure it's real, and then just sort of pocket it and head back to the others.
Okay. Very good. So as you head back to camp, I assume you guys are now going to be taking some sort of rest.
I would have given the pearl back to Celestria.
Celestria, there you go.
Okay.
That
I
R
was gonna
really
say
throws
Celestia,
it
but
off.
that's not it.
Yeah, the R really throws it off.
Just
All
think
right.
like Equestria,
I almost tried to give
but
it back to you. Sorry.
Celestria.
Celestria.
Very good.
I believe we have some business we need to talk about.
Yes,
You
we
know,
can talk. But rest. We can keep watch. Going back to sleep is not something that we're looking forward to doing right
You guys
now.
have been asleep for multitudes of
Question:
years.
Can we take a quick bathroom break?
Well, I'm about to end the session.
Oh,
So,
fair enough.
yeah, so so she says that they'll keep watch. Alec and Celestria and Mila agree. Yeah, just we can keep watch. And Grandalder says, "I will watch too."
If you want to,
You
sweetheart.
can go back
don't
to
feel like you
sleep,
have
big
to.
guy, if you want.
Celestria says, we can catch up a bit, Grandalder.
Oh yes, we did just finish taking care of the blight, as I assume you could see.
Marvel has already commissioned himself one of your hammocks.
Damn
I
him.
hate this man.
Jules, which hammock
I
is it?
hate it.
I don't know, sleeping there where he's at.
Wait,
That was me.
Was that you?
I think so. Yeah, I was closest to the tree, right?
Yeah,
I
was
was this
Ian.
one, I remember.
How high up is it?
it's like 5 feet off the ground.
I'm going to shove him off.
He
Jesus.
He does that thing on pool floats where you come up like behind somebody, like underneath, and push them off.
Oh my god.
he tumbles out of it and hits the ground. What is the meaning of this?
This one's taken. And then he's going to.
These are all taken, actually.
When we get back, you're going to regret treating me like this.
Prestidigitation.
Oh
Stop.
Christ.
Wow,
Stop
leave
it.
the man's pants alone, please.
Do you actually do it? Do you actually do it, Balder?
Oh no.
Okay, Jackson.
As he's saying all this, he's just going to lean back and just start whistling as he just falls asleep.
I
Okay.
believe you owed
You
us a
can-
reward for saving you. I'm sure this can help balance that out, my lord.
I'm sure we're the ones who saved you. I believe we should have the luxury of sleeping in the cots.
Hey, Lord, whatever your name is, poaching includes murder too, so keep that in mind.
He just kind of just like pouts and like goes off and like just like tries to lean against the boulder over here, like tries
you can
to
sleep
find
down
like
here on the ground with me,
Yep.
the peasant.
Just use my hammock. I don't feel like getting out of my armor anyway. Just don't worry about it.
it's just,
Are
No,
you
Lincoln.
sure I could help you?
Lincoln.
he
Oh,
looks over
assert
to
your
you and he
dominance.
says, "Thank you. You are the only one here who has any sense in their head."
I can't wait to go back and tell them how
I'm
racist
trying
you
very
are.
hard to make sure that they don't all kill you before we get off the island.
I can't wait to go back to mainland, and he's a lord. I'm going to tell them all how racist he is.
Hey, Medi, they don't care.
Yeah,
I'm
they don't.
trying to sleep.
So
You're whistling.
Yeah, you're the one whistling. Yep, just
You were
fucking whistling. I'm
whistling
trying to
as the guy
sleep.
was
Continues
talking, yeah.
whistling.
So as you guys eventually find your ways to sleep, and you also find your ways to level 2.
Yay!
Finally.
3 sessions.
Action
Yay.
surge.
So
Thank you.
on that
Um,
and on that note, we'll be taking care of doing all the leveling stuff and doing that offline. Thank you, anybody who's watching. Like I said, in the chat you see Teespring. We'll also put this link elsewhere. That is Devin right here. It's her art shop. She sells really cool T-shirts
Very
and stuff
talented.
like that.
They're very
Very
comfy.
good person. Very, very just great in general.
10 out of 10. 20 out of 10.
And be sure
200 out of 10.
also to check out our YouTube channel. Like I said, if you missed the first 2 episodes, they're up over there right now. This episode will be going up next Saturday morning at noon on the YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, the links are down below in the description for that. Is there anything else I think that we have? I think that's it. Otherwise, if you are looking to play some D&D, head to our website, theadventurersleague.com. And there's a Discord community. We have games that are going on all the time throughout the week and free to join. Everybody can come in. And we'll be streaming tomorrow morning also at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Or no, wait. I'm sorry, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. Yeah, we'll be doing an AL game stream then. So thank you guys for watching. Goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.